Oh, hi! Yung mga pag-gimmick mo dyan eh. Hello, kumusta, Jcas? Kumusta?
Hello!
Hello,
Kumusta po?
everyone! Kumusta, Jcas? Kumusta ang iyong, week? When was, last night pala we're supposed to do an interview, no, with Miss Josie
Yes.
Harrison, but hindi natuloy kasi nga it was because of the,
It's very hectic.
my God, hectic and
It's-
stressful.
You can
because of-
feel, you can slice the stress in the
Yes.
air. Right.
Oo, grabe. Because this is the most controversial presidential election of the century.
And the most
no?
number of people who actually sent in their ballots.
I know.
And,
Nakakapagod. Alam mo,
participated.
na-stress ako. Sa totoo lang, ilang days na ako. Alam mo yung simula nung nag-start, I really thought that, it just one day we will get the result right away. Tapos biglang, toinks, wala. Biglang, and then yesterday, and then today again. Ay, nakaka-stress tong ano na to, itong presidential election. But you know what? Whoever will win, whoever is the next president of the United States, my God, I hope that president will, di ba, guide us to the right path. Kasi nga, ay, Diyos ko, it doesn't matter if it's Trump or Biden, ako, nasa gitna na ako. Although naka-blue ako, obviously. Naka-blue ako, obviously. May ganun
Wag na-
eh, no?
wag na lang-
Oo,
wag na sila mag-isip or whatever.
Diyos ko, marami na namang mangbabash niyan kung sino man yan. O anyways, so ito na, bago po natin i-introduce ang ating special guest, mag-hi muna tayo sa mga taong nandito. So ito, mga nauna, Jeric Gonzalez. Oy, VOV, hello. Christian J.
Hi,
and
V.
Tad. Ay, good morning, good morning. And of course, teka, bago ko kalimutan, good morning po, Pilipinas! It's what? DST na ngayon. So, it's 10 a.m. in the Philippines. Yung ba kayong iba, tulog pa, or kagigising lang? So, samahan niyo po kami sa inyong breakfast. And of course, good evening, USA. It's 9 o'clock p.m. in the East Coast, and it's 6 p.m. in California. So, samahan niyo po kami. I know, sobrang stressful, nakakaloka tong presidential election na to. So, we're here to entertain you guys, 'di ba? Nandito naman kami because, we wanna make sure na parang, sige na, galaw-galaw muna. Forget about the problems, forget about the stress, and just, let's just laugh and drink wine with us. And hi, Jill, kumusta? Ayan ang aming, I love you, Jill. We'll see you soon. Okay, Jay,
Hi,
kasi ko
Jill.
naman.
And also, let's not forget, good morning po sa lahat ng mga Filipinos and non-Filipinos. Uy, Filipinos especially here in the US, the stress, di ba? Sa iba't ibang dimensions, ibang galaxies at the universe!
Ang yak. And alam mo, tuloy-tuloy to, of course, tuloy-tuloy itong entertainment namin sa inyo kasi this coming Saturday is gonna be what? Our special guest is Miss Jamie Rivera. And my
Yes.
God, sino bang hindi may kilala kay Miss Jamie
Nostalgia
Rivera?
time na naman
Yes,
this
and of
Saturday.
course, ang inaabangan ng lahat, guess what kung sino? Miss Rabia Mateo. My God, the Miss...
Kamag-anak ba siya ni Pilar Mateo?
I don't know, maybe.
Tatanong natin.
Rabia Mateo is the Miss Universe Philippines 2020, di ba? Siya ang pambato lang naman. And we will have an exclusive interview with our Miss Universe Philippines 2020.
Kaya
My God.
ibahin ko ngayon pa lang, sasabihin ko na, pero gagawin ko ulit mamaya. Please like and follow us po dito sa
Yes.
Facebook, OAGOT Over a Glass or Two, and also subscribe in YouTube and all your podcast platforms.
Yes. Okay. Hi again to Shana Marie. Yes, magandang gabi
And
from
Ju-
upstate
and
New York.
Justin.
Hi Justin. Love you, Papa Bear. Riza Santillan Evangelista. Good morning from the Philippines. Kumusta po kayong lahat? Jill, we miss you. We miss you so much. We will see you very soon. And V, dali, lipat na dito sa sa New York kahit magulo.
Huwag ka na dyan
I
sa
know masaya
Kennedy,
sa Kennedy. Anyways, i-introduce ko na po ang ating special guest for tonight because for sure marami kayong aabangan at may inspire kayo sa story ng ating special guest. Okay? So, introduce ko na po. Our special guest for tonight is a Hollywood blogger, producer, podcaster, publicist, mentor, and entrepreneur hailing from the West Coast. My God, Jcas, another jack of all trade na naman to. Diyos ko po. This TOFA awardee produces his own live stream show on Facebook which is called Blog Talk with MJ Racadio. On his show, he has interviewed different Hollywood personalities on the red carpet like Steve Harvey, Florida, Hollywood medium Tyler Henry, Martha Stewart, and many more. His show doesn't only showcase celebrities but also lifestyle, skincare, cooking, music, and fashion. Speaking of music and fashion, JCas, he also launched in a dance single entitled Burning Memory in 2005. Aba, singer pa pala to. And he has his own shoe line that he just created during the pandemic. And it's called MRA. My God, imagine adding feathers on his full cap would be one of the Pinoy press on the Golden Globes red carpet lang naman. He's also a media for Miss Universe, a PR manager for Big Ice events and EBC Films, and also finishing his course, a new course in Harvard X. Diyos ko naman, lahat na ata kinuha na naman ito. Is there anything this media socialite can't do? Let's find out as we're lucky to get to know and pick his brain tonight. Guys, please welcome Hollywood celebrity blogger, Pinoy Pride, Mr. MJ Racadio. Woohoo! Ay, saan? Asan siya? Hi, MJ. Aba, talaga naman.
Dramatic
Hi,
entrance.
How are you guys?
Here too. Hi,
Well, thank you for
kumusta?
having me. Magandang umaga po sa mga nakikinig in the Filipinas
Yes.
right now.
Yes.
And to all our viewers in New York and here in the
Yes.
West Coast. Good evening, everyone. Thank you for having me. It's such an honor to be here tonight.
Yes,
And
thank you. And yes,
I'm having a pomegranate sparkling right now.
oo nga hindi siya no? Bawal daw, bawal
Oo.
muna. Yan,
Di bali
mamaya,
ako, pomegranate din
i-introduce ka
naman.
namin.
Oo.
Pero before ka namin, of course, i-welcome, we would like to say hi to Elton. Hi, Elton.
Hi,
To
Elton.
Pearly, yes.
Hi, Elton.
Thank you.
Pearly Embudo Gardiner and Corey. There's Corey Miranda, one of the the best, our friend, producer from from California. So, taga sa inyo yan.
Pearly Gardiner, by the
Hello.
way, she is actually watching from Australia.
Oh, hi,
Oh, okay,
Pearly.
hi.
Kumusta? And of course, we would like to say thank you to Ate Pilar Mateo, our favorite
Yes,
publicist.
Ate Pilar,
My
as
God, for
usual.
Yes,
introducing.
hi,
Ate
Miss
Pilar,
P. I
no?
call her Miss P.
Miss
She
P,
is a very good friend and a publicist. Yes.
Yes, the best publicist in the Philippines. Thank you so much, Ate Pilar, for introducing MJ to us. My God, andito rin of course, ang favorite namin na si Dorothy.
Hi, Dorothy. Kumusta?
Happy birthday kay Lars. Hello.
Happy birthday.
Okay, so anyways, i-introduce, kailangan ka na namin i-welcome, no? Kasi for sure, marami kang ikakwento sa amin lahat at may inspire lahat ng mga makikinig ngayon. The viewers and the listeners for sure. So guys,
Definitely.
sa sambayan ng Pilipinas at of course sa aming dearest USA, let's all welcome Mr. MJ Racadio. Welcome to Over a Glass
or two.
two.
Cheers.
Hi,
Clink,
cheers.
clink, clink, clink.
Oh my God. O, teka, magsa-class picture tayo, ha? Class picture tayo ngayon. Okay, go. 1, 2, 3. Ayan. Kumpusa na ng kwentuhan. Uy, ang ganda raw, sabi ni Ellen Galorport. Yeah.
Oh, ang ganda
Oh,
ng
that's
glasses.
Glasses.
Those are my friends from Toronto, Canada.
From Toronto, Canada.
Oh,
Hello, how
from
are
all-
you? Mga
from all over,
From
huh?
Australia, from Canada.
Yes.
Hello, from the Philippines, from the
The
US.
universe.
Yes, the
The
whole
universe, correct.
Yes.
Teka muna.
Yeah, usually, you know what? Usually when I do my vlog, I'll say good morning, good afternoon, good evening, universe.
Yes.
Oh,
oo.
wow. Look at that.
Oo.
In sync.
Oo, di ba? Nag-insig tayo. Teka, papanoorin ko na ang ating
Oh,
Teka,
MJ.
Kumusta ka naman, MJ?
Oo nga.
Yeah, you know what? I'm so happy, despite of what's really going on,
Yes.
the pandemic, the results, it's like there's so much going on, but you know what? We just have to go on with our lives, So
I know. Wala tayong choice ngayon.
Where
Kailangan
exactly
talaga.
are you?
Yes.
Where exactly are you in the West Coast?
I am currently in the capital of California called Sacramento.
Oh, nasa
Yes.
Sacramento ka ngayon?
Yes, nasa
Medyo-
Sacramento
Oo.
ako. Maraming Pilipino dito.
Oo. For
Yes.
sure. At saka are you with your 12 dogs? Dog lover siya. Alam mo ba yan,
Wow.
Jcas?
Actually,
Nakakaloka.
I became a dog daddy. It's not really
Dog daddy.
all my dogs. It's my brother. Since I got locked up here since January, I started taking care of these dogs, and I fell in love with these dogs. They're like my children now.
Grabe, ang
So,
tindi, no?
prior to doing this interview, I was running around. They're so loud. I already fed the dogs. Talagang mahirap. It's
Ano to,
it's
mga,
a lot of sacrifices.
are they small dogs?
Or big dogs.
You know what? It's all kind. I don't even know what they are. There's like a canine. There's like
Iba-iba.
there's
God.
yeah. It's like different behavior, different kind of protocol how to feed these dogs. It's crazy.
Wait, asan sila? Bakit parang we don't hear them? Ano ba, may tranquilizer na ba sila?
Uy,
Sila
grabe
ganun.
naman.
Yes.
Pinatulog, joke. I'm just kidding.
Yeah, I
Pinatulog mo
put
na ba sila
already a
lahat?
duct tape in their mouths. They're
Oh, wow.
actually no, they're there. I'm actually in the garage right now. So
Oh,
if
okay,
Ah.
okay.
I'm inside the house, because the thing is, my brother and my sister-in-law, they work at night and they sleep during the day or this time, so I
Okay.
can't do any interview inside the house. So
Okay.
and because the dogs are there, so my only best bet is in the garage.
Oo nga eh.
Oh,
At least
mabuti-
quiet time.
mabuti nang
That's your
ready,
me
diba?
time.
Oo.
Oo,
Yes.
that's your me time, di ba?
Uy, MJ, update mo naman kami
Yes.
about yung mga nangyayari regarding COVID dyan sa area mo.
Yes.
You know what? It's really under control. Regardless of what's going on, I just don't like sensationalism. They just make it so bad on media. It's just so bad that people are focusing on the media nowadays. So you know what? You don't want to live in fear.
Mm-mm.
So
Totoo.
do not rely on mainstream media. So that's all I can say to everyone. If you're outside the U.S. or inside the U.S., just remain vigilant. Kasi yung mga naririnig mo sa mga mainstream media natin, you know what I mean? It's may pagka-bias. So you know what I mean. That's all I can say. Not everything is accurate. So
And
make sure to do your research.
oo, before kayo no, mag-decide. Okay.
Yeah,
Pero
because go ahead.
yeah, kasi you've been in the industry for so many years, 'di ba? Nasa media ka na. 'Di ba? So I'm sure you know the ins and out, and sometimes like you can discern which one is
Yeah, you know what?
false and
I
which one
remain
is
neutral, as you know. I don't really post a lot of political, but
yes.
if you talk to me in person, I kind of know what's really going on. But as a public figure, as a media practitioner, we have to really respect the different views of people, especially the
Sure.
political views.
Yes.
I'd rather be in the neutral side, so it's safe that way. Mhm.
Exactly.
I think
Exactly.
that's how it should be for all of us here
I know.
in this
Exactly.
screen.
Especially
Because
me. I love the entertainment industry. It's way, way better than political, because if I will be a political blogger, I probably got killed already.
because
Hindi, tsaka aside from that also, like even if like let's say you decided to blog something, I just hope like yung mga
Exactly.
bashers, like just respect, like your belief. Don't impose and don't be
Yeah,
harsh on everything that, that
absolutely.
you comment. 'Di ba? Parang magrespeto ka na lang po tayo. Kasi lahat
That's
tayo
the
may
way it
kanya-kanyang
should be for me.
opinion.
Yeah, for me, I just want to be neutral, and
Yes,
that's the way it goes. Yeah.
exactly.
di ba
Teka nga,
simple lang na mag-post ka lang sa Facebook and you don't think anything about it. People are already gonna chime in.
oo,
Right.
totoo yan.
Exactly.
Yeah,
People
oo.
will judge you whatever you post, especially if you're in the media.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Teka, speaking of media, magkwento ka nga kasi lahat, I'm sure a lot of I mean, I will while reading your introduction, sabi nga namin ni ayan, ito na naman another yung invertible invertible umbrella. Inverted umbrella namin. Ayan na naman na tipong, ayan, kinuha mo na naman lahat, another jack of all trades. Teka, before mo sagutin yan, hi to Ram, hi Ram.
Hey, guys.
Hey guys. At of course, ang favorite namin, si Ate
Hi,
Pilar.
guys.
Ate
Miss
Pilar,
P,
again,
I
Ate
miss
P.
ya. Love
yes,
ya.
thank you again for introducing of course, MJ Racadio, ay siya naman yung next natin, may interview. Ano naman, media naman sa Pilipinas, publicist from the Philippines.
But you know
So,
what? Before the question though, sorry to cut you off. I
it's
would
okay.
like to just congratulate both of you for making it to TOFA 100.
Oh!
Congratulations!
Thank you, and
Yes, thank you,
and
Elton.
congrats
Yes.
goes back to you.
Yes, I know.
Congratulations.
You know, it's really
Nag-boomerang
time
din.
to celebrate, especially us, Filipino Americans. This is the biggest way to celebrate our heritage, just by uniting everyone. That's why
Yes.
it's good to really do that. Despite the pandemic, it kind of boosts the morale of the whole
Yeah.
entire Filipino community in the US.
Correct. We need
I
to
know.
unite for us who's or whoever is in media right now, whatever platform it is,
Absolutely.
because
I
we need
know.
more representation, right?
Exactly. That's why
Yes.
thank you, of course, to Elton Lugay, di ba? The person who's, kumaga, the brain behind TOFA, di ba? The most outstanding
Certainly, I
Filipino
give him a lot of
Americans.
credit with Elton. So, and the good news about it, the book will be out next month. So if you'd like to order the
I
copy,
know. Yes, definitely. We
ang
will
sosyal,
order a copy,
diba?
syempre. Ang sosyal.
May coffee
Ano
table
yan eh?
book.
Pag sinasabi ko nga doon sa iba, oh, Jessie, what's TOFA? Sabi ko, ay, Oscars namin yan dito sa US, sa mga Filipino. O, di ba? Ganun talaga,
Exactly.
prime. O, di ba? Kaya
Exactly.
that's why congratulations again to Mr. Elton Lugay.
Yes.
Di ba? Of TOFA, di ba? Thank
For a
you.
very
Happy
successful
10th year
event.
anniversary. Ayan, my God. So anyways, magkwentuhan na tayo. So,
Yeah, I'm ready to
kwento
share.
na. Yeah, so kwento, like, give us your humble beginnings. Paano nag-start
But-
yun? Kasi
but
hindi
you know
lahat
what?
ng tao, hindi lahat ng Filipinos na nasa media, like, nakaka-imagine, nakakapag-interview sa red carpet, di ba? Sa Hollywood mismo. But you're
Yes.
one of the lucky, di ba? The lucky Filipino. So, kwento ka nga, paano ka nag-umpisa para ma-inspire lahat ng viewers?
But you know what? It's been really my dream since a young boy because I grew up in Pangasinan. So by the way, if anyone there, I would like to greet everyone na imbang nga bigat. Kada kayo amin, that's Ilocano.
Yes.
In Ilocano na imbang nga bigat kada kayo amin. So I grew up there as a child, a teenager in Pangasinan, and I had this big dream. I always have this American dream of mine. Since growing up, naalala ko pa na I've been fascinated with Hollywood ever since. Talagang dream ko siya, palagi kong napapanaginipan yung Hollywood and the America. And then finally, I've been in America since I was 17. That was like 96.
Oh, wow. Okay.
So 96, and I started working as I work in Silicon Valley actually. So Silicon Valley, I don't know if you're familiar in Silicon Valley,
Yes.
where
Yes.
Yahoo located, Cisco Systems, Sun Micro System, like that. So it's really far from being a media practitioner. So I deal with a lot of integrated circuit, which is like the diodes, the resistors, and all of that, capacitors. That's electronics.
Oh, wow.
So that was my strong background. In Silicon Valley, I was a quality control when I was 18 years old. Yun yung first job ko.
Oh.
Wow, ang talino
I was
ah.
I was working graveyard kasi especially coming from the Philippines, and that was after a month I already started working.
Oh,
So
right away? Galing. Okay.
yeah, right away. Right away.
wow.
So I started kind of like earning money already. My first paycheck, talagang I went shopping and then I treated my family. So that was kind of great. It's a
Oh,
good
wow.
feeling to really work hard such a young age like that in America. So moving forward, fast forward, parang hindi ako happy. Parang there's something missing. Like, what is this? Is like a day job. You go 9 to 5. Parang it's blah. There's no life. It's like robotic. Alam mo yun? You go
mundane,
parang
no?
kasi
Yes.
at work parang I look like an astronaut kasi you have to wear something like a smock or something like a gadget.
Oo.
Tapos
Parang,
I'm using
parang PPE ang dating.
Parang PPE.
yeah. I've been
Okay.
exposed to PPE since 1996.
Oh,
Kaya
Okay.
hindi na bago yung mga ano, I have to wear a safety shoes and I am dealing with diversity, mga ganon. So I really exposed myself in America in a young early age to really work with diversity. So that really
Okay.
helped me in the media. So moving forward, um, this is the best part. I turned 21 in Las Vegas.
Mm-mm.
So
Oh, the best place to
Oh,
turn
the best
21.
place to turn
yeah,
21, di ba?
imagine. Let me just tell everyone. I prior to that, so Silicon Valley, I work. So parang nagsawa na ako sa work. So I
Mm-mm.
moved sa Las Vegas with my family, my parents. So in Vegas, we have our own apartment, own place. Imagine I want some extra money, and I work as I vacuum convention centers.
Oh my
Nagva-vacuum
God.
ako, yeah,
Okay,
Oh,
just to get an
wow.
extra
wait a
money.
minute. Hold. So okay yung sweldo mo dun sa Silicon Valley, right?
Silicon
You're
Valley.
happy with sweldo. Then
Yes.
you gave it all up because you don't want to do that anymore, and you went to Las
Mhm.
Vegas, and now you're vacuuming convention centers, right?
Yeah,
Okay.
nag-vacuum ako just for an extra cash. Parang, you know what? My life is very fun kasi if you don't experience life, parang wala lang. Parang, what, 9 to 5? Parang robotic. It's like,
Yeah.
Yes.
alam mo yon. And I'm not like that. I'm more than that. I'm like a creative person.
Mm-hmm.
But sinasabi ko lang sa inyo yung background ko para alam ng iba how hard I work. I work like a carabao. That's how I explain it.
Carabao talaga na may ano
Yeah,
sa ano,
kasi
may bird sa taas. Okay, go.
Yeah, kasi sa Pilipinas, they think you earn like that. They think the money grows on trees.
Correct.
Parang
Exactly.
ganun.
Yes.
Yes. Oh,
Tapos
oh God.
uuwi ka in the Philippines. Oh, where's my pasalubong? Didn't realize like how hard you work with that.
I know. That's what they think. Yeah. Like,
But anyway, moving
mhm.
forward, nag-vacuum ako ng place, nagtrabaho ko sa. I work in the communication company when I was in Vegas, so I was happy with that. Then I started performing in live performances. I even end up performing with a lot of celebrities in Vegas at that time. That was 2000. That was 20 years ago. I'm
Wait,
already a show boy.
wait. You're already performing with celebrities. Is it Filipino celebrities or like the
No,
how about okay.
mainstream.
Oh
Mainstream.
wow.
Sharing
How did you
stage. Kasi my background ako sa theater. I have a strong
Okay.
background. Talagang I took classes, I took workshops. I even have a background in theater, nag-workshop ako. And then I enrolled, you know who discovered Cindy Crawford? I even went there to learn how to have just to boost my self-confidence and my self-esteem.
Oh
Kasi hindi ako
wow.
masyadong confident noon. Parang I don't have a perfect teeth. I don't have a, you know what I mean? Parang, my confidence is just
Okay.
halfway.
Yes.
Parang there's something inside me na I wanted to do something. So I wanted to really learn something about the industry. So I took the workshop. Ayun, so I started performing. So that's where I got my experiences working with different groups of people in the industry, as in the backstage people, the makeup people. Talagang na-expose talaga ako in the entertainment. So I became my entertainer,
Okay.
performing. Tapos I decided to become a recording artist.
Oh my
So
God.
Teka, paano yung when you say
Wait.
performing, singing and dancing ito sa mga live shows in different
yeah,
hotels
kumbaga
and clubs?
parang naging triple threat. I became a triple threat. Kasi I took classes in dancing,
Okay.
singing, and acting. I took
Uh-huh.
acting as well.
Lahat
Oh wow.
So
na.
So, wait, so how did you landed on those gigs? Kasi not everyone who took
Hindi
all
ba
those
mahirap?
courses
Oo,
na
na
tipong biglang
I
okay.
auditioned and ano lang
Oh, you
ako
have to
you have to
audition.
use your charisma and you have to be friendly with everyone. Hindi ka pwedeng snobby in the industry kasi entertainment industry is such a small world.
Yeah,
Kaya
that
sabi ko, is there
people
any
talk,
opening
yeah.
there even just to become a background ensemble or something like that? So I auditioned and they accepted me and yeah, I got the taste of performing in the mainstream entertainment 20 years ago. Then fast forward after 5 years, I became a professional independent recording artist. That's where I recorded my song Burning Memory.
Okay.
Tapos, nag-number one yung kanta ko sa podcasting in New York City, 2005 yon. You know, at that time, mahirap makapasok ang Filipino-American or Asian American sa iTunes before 20 years ago or 15 years ago.
Oh yeah.
I hired
Until
a
now. Until
It's
now.
unheard
yes.
of. It's unheard of, di ba?
Oo.
I
Totoo.
I heard I hired a promoter and publicist. Yan na tayo.
Oh.
It's very
Ayun.
important in the industry that you have to surround your people with the right, it's just the right talent,
Connections.
the right intention kasi maraming talented, maraming wanted to help you, but do they have the right intentions? And that is
True.
very important. Kasi in the industry, pag babae ka, pag lalaki ka, and they will see, they just want a piece of you. You know, uso yan. But if you are not being careful, wala, you're gonna be one of the victims. Kaya, actually, na-victimize ako for hindi ibinigay yung demo ko. Kinuha yung pera, pero hindi, they did not give the demo that I recorded.
Oh wow.
So, yeah. So, parang,
Marami palang ganun, no? Na not
Yes.
everyone that you see online or ginugol mo. Let's say you Google search and then, oh, you go there and you think like you're gonna be fabulous and the fame will be there, the right connections, diba, will be introduced to you. So hindi pala, you really have to be careful.
yeah, moving forward, dapat you have to find the right role model for you and the right mentor for you. So ngayon, I studied about the music industry. This is my
Oh.
own study. I read a lot of books para akong I was a bookworm. So what would
wow.
I
Okay.
do? Sabi ko, I love performing pero it's a business pala. You know what I mean? You have to really know what the business is all about, the music business.
Mhm.
So I studied the business inside out. So I learned how to do the copyrights and how to learn how to hire a band and
Okay.
your publicist and everything I put it all together is like a puzzle. So pinagsama
Oh
ko
wow.
lahat. Ayun, I released a record. Tapos I hired a promoter. Moving forward, my dream is to really be featured in Rolling Stone. So na-featured ako sa Rolling Stone at saka sa Billboard, tapos sa
Mhm.
VH1. So
Oh wow.
I'm very
That was
happy.
2000. That was 2005, right?
2005 up to 2008, medyo busy ako in promoting. I toured all over California, Nevada,
Mhm.
tapos sa Pilipinas. So ganun. I made good money actually. Nag-release ako yung first record ko. Nag-release ako ng 1,000 copies. It was sold out right away.
Oh wow. Okay.
You know,
Because I
imagine talaga na it would be a hit in New York kasi it's a bop. It's
Yeah.
really I
Yeah,
like
when
it.
when we listen to it,
Pang
yes.
club talaga siya na pang New York.
Yes.
So my question was, hindi ka ba, di ba buti na lang, di ba sabi mo niloko ka, pero at the same time, you found someone who actually distributed
Yeah, they
your music.
actually they found me on MySpace. That time MySpace was very popular.
Oh my God. Friendster and MySpace.
Oh my God.
Yeah, MySpace. I was
Okay.
discovered. Ang daming nakadiscover sa akin sa MySpace. And
Okay.
I couldn't believe it. So I worked with them and then I met with them and I recorded my song in a big studio. I hired talagang full blown. I worked with the guy who worked with Patti LaBelle and Blink 182. Siya ang nag-engineer ng song ko. Kaya crispy yung master, you know what I mean?
Hindi
It's
siya
all
lata,
about the production.
Hindi siya lata ang sound.
wait,
At saka,
may-
wait,
okay.
ayan. Tatanong mo ba?
No.
Ikaw ba
Bakit-
nagsulat? Nung,
Hindi. Yeah, sige. Sagutin mo muna yun. You wrote the song or I have another question about
No,
it?
someone wrote a song. They just want me to sing the song. Kasi bagay daw sa boses ko. Kaya sabi ko, wow, I love the song. Parang very sad song. Imagine, it's really a sad song kasi the story is about they're coupled, and one of them went to somewhere like a military whatever, and then all of a sudden that person found someone else. So it was kind of like a breakup song.
Wait, so question. So, para at least yung mga taong nakikinig, right? And all those aspiring, of course, singers and who wanna make it, right? So, of
Uh-huh.
course, on that industry, it's either you make it or you break it, right? But the question is,
Correct.
do you really have to come up with your own from your own pocket for you
Oo,
to,
I'm the
talagang
executive
ikaw,
producer. I am the whole entire executive producer. I even maximize my credit card just to get a
wow.
full-blown studio talaga. It's like when you really have the best quality, you have to spend. Kasi,
Okay.
because all of these labels, the major label, whatever, you have no control. They own you. So therefore, if they own you, you're not gonna make any money. You become popular right away, but they own you. You know, they either own the rights of your song or you sell your song, whatever. So you're better off being an independent artist and build your following.
Pero,
So I
okay. So,
started doing that.
okay, but that after that, how come there's no follow up na? Like I know you had that one song, and then after that, were you fed
No,
up? Like
actually, there is a follow up. I released the EP album 2012.
okay,
Kasi, and then prior to that, 2008, nagpopular siya. I made it to mainstream Club America along with Britney, Celine Dion, and Mick Jagger in one CD. So by the time I made that, sabi ko, I made it already. I'm already happy. This is even before Bruno Mars.
oh
So,
wow, okay,
but I can always go back. It's my choice. And
okay.
a lot of songwriters are knocking my doors to record already. So,
Oo,
why not? I
sayang.
mean, you know,
But you decided to like, you know what? I'm done with this. So let me just like, para kang ano talaga, jack of all trade, but not
but you know what? I could always go
master
back
of
now.
none.
I could always go back, but I reinvented myself moving forward. I reinvented myself. But prior to that, I went back to school. I went and studied business.
Oh, okay. So that's the time. Is that after that when you started while you're studying business, dun ka nag-start na, hold on, let me start, like featuring celebrities.
After I graduated business management, after 4 years, unfortunately, my aunt passed away, the only sister of my dad. So no one is going to take care of their house. So I became their caretaker of their house um, in Modesto area.
In
And
California
so
as well.
literally, I live in a Farmville. So that's
Oh
the story.
wow.
It
Okay.
all started from the Farmville, and then the vision and the idea. And I was like, oh my gosh, what should I do? Maybe I'll create a podcast and inviting celeb. Actually, it's sort of kind of like the idea of my ate as well, because I started doing podcasts in my bedroom. Hi ate, MB, she's watching.
Hi,
Hello,
Ate
ate.
Ambi. Hello. Okay.
Yes. You know, she really supported me from the start. She provided my 3 iPhones. I started 3 iPhones for my podcasting.
Oh wow.
And yes. So yung room ko talaga parang recording studio because when I put the sign on air, no one is gonna be talking. You know.
Okay.
Galing ha, three camera setup
Three
agad.
comes agad eh, no? Three
No,
iPhones.
it's all podcasts. There's no faces. It's all
Ah,
Oh, okay,
voice.
audio
okay, okay.
muna. Okay.
Okay.
Yep.
Oh, okay.
My platform was SoundCloud, so that was an amazing platform to start with. And then I started with I don't know, for some reason I thought about blog talk because my blog, I want my blog to talk, so I started doing the podcast.
Okay.
And then I started inviting a lot of celebrities, a lot of behind the scenes that make Hollywood successful, behind the scenes and all of that. And after my season one, and I got an invitation in Los Angeles. So this is the best part. I experienced my first Hollywood red carpet
Oh wow.
Oh,
So
because
after
wow.
of
after
my
how many
blog.
years of doing After how many years of doing a blog? Alam mo, ang galing kasi not
Actually,
everyone... Okay.
within that year, I already got a
Oh.
taste of the Hollywood red carpet. And at that time, I'm having my season 1 for Blog Talk. And then I invited the Nepalese couple in my show. And the rest is history. I met them in person. They toured me around Los Angeles. And, you know, someone invited me on the red carpet. And actually, I booked my hotel. And they made a boo-boo of my hotel. So I have like about 40 minutes before the red carpet starts. And I had to have a quick change. I was so tired driving from about 6 hours of drive, and it was quick. Before the red carpet starts, I was there at least like 20 minutes before, and you don't need to be late because if you're late in Hollywood, you'll have
Goodbye.
no school. Yeah.
Oh, wow. What red carpet was that? Like, 'cause I know there's a
Um,
lot. Like,
you know
what was
what?
the
My
first red
first red
carpet?
carpet when Ann Curtis promoted her Hollywood movie,
Oh,
uh,
wait, what's
Blood
that?
Ransom. Blood
Oh,
Ransom.
Blood
Is that the action
Ransom.
movie?
Yeah,
Yeah, is
it's
that
like a
Golden
horror.
Globes?
It's like a horror
Okay.
movie. So they have like a Hollywood premiere. So they invited me. Oh, MJ, would you like to go? I'll put your name. And then I was surprised they put my name there on the red carpet, and all of these
Oh,
big media, and so that was kind of amazing. It's a great feeling, you see all of these big medias. There's so many camera people. Hollywood red carpets is really different compared
mhm.
to other events because there's so many photographers,
True, true,
and
true.
it is super organized, but they only give you like a minute to interview a celebrity. So
Oh, just
Pero,
a
um
minute. Oh,
pero hindi
wow.
naman magulo, di ba? Kasi you were
no,
allotted a time and space.
it's not magulo. That's why when you say Hollywood red carpet, it's only by invitation only.
Okay.
So kasi not everyone is invited and walk on the red carpet. Talagang it's exclusive for invitation. So I was like the people who's in charge. I think I interviewed him in my show. So I said, NJ, would you like to? Didn't realize it was my first ever red carpet.
Oh. So you just
And
have to pretend that, oh, I'm so pro, but this is my first. Were you
Oo.
scared or
yeah,
shaking during the first
I
time?
my
Or
mouth is shaking when I'm asking the interview. It's like, you know what I mean?
questionable?
It's like, your muscle
Yeah,
here.
yeah.
It's kind of like shaking. It's weird feeling, but I was like, oh my gosh, this is how it feels when you're in the Hollywood red carpet. And then right after that, it's over. It's like nothing happens. It's done. It was quick.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
But
wow.
yeah, because it's in Hollywood, that's very popular. All this popular theater in Sunset Boulevard, they set up a huge red carpet, and then you check in. Everybody's there. Your name is there, so there is no tulakan, something like
Oo.
that.
Oo, walang nagpo-push, no? Para ako muna, ako muna. As in
It's
very
super,
organized,
it's
orchestrated.
super
Okay.
organized. Now I was like, oh my gosh, is this the way they do it here? I was like, wow, this is awesome. So I've been really, really motivated to really moving forward. And then I end up moving to LA the following year because that was 2014 of October. The
Mm-hmm.
following year, I moved to Hollywood. That was April of 2015. That
Oh,
was, yeah,
wow.
over 5 years ago.
Over 5 years ago. Why
Oh,
did you
so at
decided to
that
move to
time,
Hollywood?
yeah, talagang I moved there with just my vision and dreams. I think I only have like $500 or at least $1,000 in my bank,
Oh, wow.
and
May,
I
day,
was just renting.
may day
Yep, I
job
was just
ka?
renting a room. What was that?
Did you have a day job while actually like gonna chasing your dream on the side?
Yeah. Oh my gosh. I'm glad you mentioned that. Of course, us Filipinos, we are hustlers. You know,
Yo,
I
big
I
time.
have to make you have to make what you call that racket. They call it in
Mm-hmm.
Tagalog
Yeah.
racket.
Oo, racket ka dapat lagi.
I
Oo.
learned that. I learned that when I was in Manila. I learned all of this lingo. It's been a while since I was there. Just racket. What's that? either racket tennis or rocket the scientist, whatever. I was like,
Oo,
ano
rumakit
yung
ka.
racket was that?
Oo.
Parang I'm like new, so I learned that. Parang it's like a street lingo in Manila, in the Philippines.
Oo.
Racket. Oh, I have a lot of rackets. So kailangan mong mag-racket ka para kumain ka, you know what I mean?
Yes.
Ano yung mga racket mo?
Nung time na yon, ano yung mga
I
racket
was
mo?
an admin. I was doing an admin work. Yung tinitirhan ko para makamura of my rent, talagang, can I just work as an office admin? So,
Oh
so
my
Oh.
God.
pumayag din. Yeah, pumayag. You know what I mean? You know, you have to use your charisma and discarte.
Oo.
Especially,
Resourceful talaga. Oo.
yeah, you're in LA, you know, what would I do? Sabi ko. So, that's what I did. Tapos, at one point, I did the Uber. Nag-Uber ako.
Oh my God! Wow!
Wow.
Talagang ginawa mo lahat yan, ha? Okay. Wow, very
Maraming
inspiring yung story mo,
nagkakaroon, they
ha?
think na, oh, nagha-Hollywood ka na, and then they didn't realize na you're also, you're not making money at that time. So, you have to think about yourself and how you really survive. So,
Exactly.
nag-Uber ako, pero I Uber in Beverly Hills and Hollywood.
Oh, social naman. Oh,
Social naman yung Uber. Oo.
So, I met people like a bag designer, and I end up interviewing her in my podcast. Tapos, yung worker ni Oprah, sabi ko sa, it's weird. It's so cool to really meet these people. I meet like producers and all of that. So in LA talaga, it's like that. You come across with. So I chose that place to Uber kasi that's where you meet the interesting people in the industry.
Exactly.
tapos ano ko pa, feeling ko ang ginamit mo rin
Ang
na,
daldal mo rin.
parang
For
you're like
sure.
Jessie. Puhunan
Yeah.
lang yung laway. Di ba?
Yeah. My
Di ba,
whole
daldal
entire
ka lang.
puhunan is my charisma and my voice and my talking.
Exactly. Yeah, that's it. You
That's
just
all
have
I
to...
did.
Oo.
Yes.
Kapal ng mukha, no? Kapal lang ng
Oh,
mukha.
you know what?
Start
Speaking of
talking.
that, I think I spoke to you about that. As people know, when I handle a celebrity or a brand, I always tell them I have probably got the thickest skin now in the industry because
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
my face is like wall of China.
Yeah, you told me that. Ganun talaga kakapal. Like, sabi ko, whoa.
So ayon nakatira ako, and then I got my experience for 6 months. Nagsawa din ako sa Hollywood. Sabi ko, I don't think na I can, this is not my lifestyle. May mga party sila. I've experienced, attended a VIP party and all of that. And then I attended Los Angeles Fashion Week. So that was kind of cool.
Mhm.
And Metropolitan Fashion Week. So that's, kasi as a blogger, as a reporter on the red carpet, for me, it's better to attend all of those events kasi I compare myself as a fisherman.
Mhm.
Kasi, you know why? You wanna know why? Kasi nandun na yung mga isda. Mangingisda ka.
Oo.
Kasi
You just have to
yung
start fishing. Yeah.
isa-isahin mo yung yung manager and publicist. Wala, it will take you a while to get a lot of celebrities in your interviews. So, pag nasa red carpet ka na, kaya ako, I always attend a lot of red carpets kasi para akong fisherman, kaya sabi ko, I'm very happy. So if I will interview a shark like Steve Harvey, I consider him a shark, talagang nakuha mo yung monster, yung shark. So
Yeah.
talagang
Yeah.
it's the best feeling. Talaga, and besides, ang technique kasi in the media, it's not gonna happen right away. So you've been longing to interview the celebrities. Parang you're disappointed. Paano yan? I've been contacting their manager or publicist, hindi naman
Oh,
sumasagot.
yes.
I mean,
Hindi sumasagot. Oo.
yeah, unbelievable. Pero, you know what? You have to be persistent in this kind of industry. Kasi, if you don't have any patience in this, wala, you're not gonna survive in this
True.
industry.
That is so true.
Talaga. At saka when I moved to LA, there's so many intrigues that who is this person just arrived? What does he do? Podcaster, blogger, what is that? You know what I mean? They're
Yes.
like, they're ignorant about it. They're not exposed. So you know what? I don't care. So just keep attending. Siguro every week may event ako for 6 months. Oh, what's this?
Yeah,
Oh,
actually,
Elton says
Ito.
thank you.
that.
Oy, thank you for asking that. I was
Oh,
about to
Oh,
ask
that's a
it.
good
Elton about
question.
discrimination.
From
You know
publicists,
what?
photographers, media, and any of your mainstream
Oo
coverage.
nga, kasi
Yeah,
Pinoy
because you're
tayo eh.
Filipino. Yeah.
You know what? When I started, there is discrimination. Kasi, especially, I don't know, they just look at you weird. They look at you up and down. Who is this, person? Kasi at the time, I'm brand new. I'm observing. I don't have
Mm-hmm.
my own mic. My sense of fashion was a bit off. You know what I mean?
Mm.
Yeah.
So sabi ko, but you know what? I'm learning. I'm looking at their fashion, So you have to really evolve about your style and everything.
You have
So
to
kasi,
mimic the other
so
style sometimes.
it's
Make
nothing
it on
really
your own,
mimic.
but
It's
create
not
it on
nothing
your
really
own.
mimic. Yeah, you have to be inspired of what they do and you
Mm-hmm.
create your own. So because I do the blog and podcasting, I created the video. Kasi before at that time, walang mga live videos. To 2015, wala pa
Okay.
on Facebook. So what I do, a short vlog like this, like sometimes a minute or 30 seconds, and it gets a lot of views. Parang ganun lang.
Uh-huh.
Ganun lang. So kasi I moved in LA, so yung iba, so what is that? You're blogging? What is that? You're podcasting? Parang they don't
It wasn't,
understand.
yeah, yeah, yeah. It
Yeah.
wasn't that, it wasn't that familiar. Parang very
Pausbong
few
pa lang
people,
yan eh.
very few people has been doing,
Yeah.
podcasting during
So
that
ako yung
time.
unang nag-umpisa doon, like yung kasama ko in Fil-Am media over there, the press, they have no idea. So I've been attending a lot of events like just to get my feet wet. Parang experience lang. Then I got invited in a lot of mainstream event like the LA Fashion Week, uh, to the point that I had to move after 6 months. I moved back to the Philippines
Wait, for how long?
for a year after my experience in Hollywood.
Oh,
Oh,
okay.
Yes,
bakit
So
ka
tell us
because
bigla
about
naman
that
sa Pinas?
story. Yeah,
Oo.
Philippine.
so
When
six
was that
months.
that
So
you moved? What
okay,
year was that?
6 months ago in Hollywood. Okay, so I got my experience already about Hollywood and stuff. But in terms of discrimination and stuff, parang ano lang siguro the fellow Filipinos, they're the one who really kind of sort of discriminated me. It's a sad
Oh.
thing.
Wow.
It's very sad, but you know what?
Yeah.
That's part of your motivation. You have to do better. So that's why I was motivated to do better. So I end up not just doing Filipino stuff, I end up covering a lot of mainstream stuff. So now, moving forward, I moved to the Philippines. I became a segment producer of Hollywood. So everything about Hollywood, I take care of it, and it comes out on television.
For
So
which station?
it's a Eagle News International.
Okay.
Um,
Okay.
it's a cable channel in the Philippines called Net 25. I don't know if you're familiar
Yeah,
with it.
yeah.
That 25. Yes,
Yeah.
So
definitely.
yeah, so there is an Eagle News International. So I take care of the Hollywood segment there. So imagine I'm in the Philippines. I am producing Hollywood. So
Okay.
yeah, so
So,
I write the script, I do the voiceover, and it comes out on television.
so is that the reason why you moved to the Philippines to be in Eagle News Network and
No,
be?
no, I felt like wow, I had this so much experience. I wanted to share and bring a Hollywood with me
Mm-hmm.
in the Philippines. So I end up being a host in a morning show called Pambansang Almusal. It's like a morning show, and it became an award-winning morning show. I think we were nominated for best host in the morning because we talk about the latest Hollywood stuff in the morning, everything under the sun. So that's where I got um, recognized in LA because I started doing those big stuff. And then after I left, all these people in the media now they understand being a podcaster. Then I end up um, doing television. So from being a podcaster, blogger, I became a segment producer on television.
Mm.
So moving forward, and then I moved back to the US
But how long did you stay in the Philippines?
about that was 20 about a year and a half. I came back like 2018.
Oh,
Yep.
wow. So matagal ka rin
Yep.
pala sa Pinas. Okay.
Exactly. Matagal din. And then, but I end up moving back here, and then I applied for Los Angeles Press Club kasi that's the mainstream.
Mm.
That's where the Janet and Ruben Nepales,
Yeah.
they're currently member
Mm.
there right now. So
Yes.
nag-apply
Mm.
ako. So you have to be an active podcaster or blogger to be, they review, because it's mainstream.
Definitely.
So after like 3 or 4 days, they approved me. That was like 2017. So at that time, I get invited in so many events. Um, at one point, I got invited to have lunch with the Jersey Shore cast.
Oh
Uh,
my God, I
Yeah.
love
And
yeah,
Ruben
them.
Tita Ruben and Tita Janet Nepales is from the executive producers of Golden Globes, right? Yeah,
Golden
we will have an
Globe,
interview with
yes.
them. We will have an interview with them. Thank you, Elton, for introducing Tita Ruben
Yeah,
and
so
yeah, Tita
ngayon,
Janet. Okay.
so that one, dumating kasi ako, that was 2018 of February or like April like that. Sabi ko, because this is the thing that I want to share to everyone. I
Mm-hmm.
think you want to hear this one, Jesse. I was talking about this. I've experienced being probably the highest level of happiness and the lowest level of sadness.
Mm-hmm. Oh.
And it happened kasi, well, prior to moving back to the US, I've experienced um, I found out that my dad was stage 4 lung cancer.
Oh my
That was
God.
20 right after I came back from New York kasi I was doing PR. Um they sent me to New York to do PR for a film festival over there, the International Film Festival Manhattan, by the way. And I found out after my New York City trip, I was in New York like 2016 of October. Then after
Mm.
that, I found out it was really tough that my dad was like stage 4 lung cancer at that time.
Oh wow.
That was tough.
I'm
Then
sure you must be so devastated.
I was
Doing
devastated. I
your
think to the
doing your
point
own
that
thing.
I think that I supposed to go to the office, but my body was like when you don't want to get up and you don't want to do nothing.
Mm-hmm.
Parang
Yeah.
like that. Yeah. Parang wow. When I heard my friends, all their mom or dad, whatever, is suffering any kind of disease like that,
Exactly.
it was horrible. Pero
Yeah,
guess what? You
depressing.
know what? Because of my blog, at that time, at the same time, I got recognition in Los Angeles now. That my fellow press recognized me and given an award. So parang natakpan yung pagka, you know what I mean, lungkot.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
you're
The
having a
cover
roller
up.
coaster of emotions because you're sad,
Exactly.
Oo,
and at the same
parang
time,
roller
And you don't
coaster,
have a
sabi
choice but
ko.
to
but then
like,
you're
hey,
happy because you got an
put a
Sabi,
award.
poker face, no?
so
Oo.
sabi ko, ano to, ang daming bumabati pero deep inside, super lungkot.
Yeah,
Yeah, the
that's
And
hard.
then,
emptiness
and
is
then,
there.
and then on the top of that, so the following year, parang 2017, that was my first time to be approved in Miss Universe. Yun ang exciting.
I
Um,
know, imagine.
Yun,
But the
wow.
Miss Universe, no?
yeah,
Okay.
kasi I have to tell you this right now. I have no million followers, okay? Wala. All I did is I send them yung mga credentials ko na interviewing celebrity. I believe that's
Mm-hmm.
good enough. A quality of
Exactly.
interviews. The
Mm-hmm.
quality versus quantity.
Mm-hmm.
Kasi I started my podcast talaga not to draw so many, alam mo yun, like so many views para maka-views ka lang. No. My intention why I started my podcast in the first place because I have a clear vision in mind. So if I can inspire one person and empower one person at a time, I'll be so happy. So that's
Yeah,
why my
that's a very good. Yeah.
podcast, it created that way para your vision is like that. Hmm.
So
So
hold on.
you know what I mean?
MJ, I'm
That
sorry.
it doesn't
Nag-ano,
matter what's
yeah, MJ, I'm sorry. Ano ka? Pixelated ka and we can barely hear you. Direct, ano siya,
really.
pixelated. Yeah. You don't mind if you, yeah, we can't hear you. Like, what's that? Nagsastutter na. Can you refresh it? Hold your thoughts for now.
Hold
Can
on.
you
Yeah.
refresh it? Yeah. Refresh it na lang. Yes. Direct, nag-ano siya.
Okay.
I-refresh muna natin. Kasi nag-ano siya.
Ayan.
Grabe no, wag nagre-refresh. Grabe no.
Grabe, no?
Very
Parang-
inspiring yung story niya.
Ang bata niya nag-start.
Hi, Jen! CTJ, that's Jen from Aloha from
Hi, Jen.
from Hawaii. Yes, and Elton, of course. Hi, Elton. Oh, ang galing. Alam mo, very inspiring yung story niya.
Ayan na
Parang
siya.
si Elton, no?
Ayan na si Mr.
Ayan, okay
Mr.
na.
Go-Getter.
I'm back.
Yes, yes, yes,
Mr.
yes.
Go-Getter,
okay.
welcome
Going
back.
back. Okay. Go-getter talaga siya. No?
yeah, that was
Certified. Oo.
amazing. Imagine I don't have any million followers, so for some reason they love the quality of my interviews. So I got approved for Miss Universe. So ayun. So I started doing the Miss Universe. I started interviewing a lot of big celebrities like the Florida, Boys II Men, Steve Harvey. When I was in Thailand in Bangkok, so I'm just really thankful. I want to take this opportunity to thank my sponsors. Um, Miss O,
Aw.
Dr. Tess, they've been very generous. And Jana Blasa for all my coutures and all my stylists. I really thank them for really, giving me all of these
Jana
coutures.
Blaza, of course.
Oh,
Yes.
diba?
Jana Blasa, Philippines' first Eka Couture designer. Yep.
Yes.
Yeah, so yeah, moving forward with that, ayun. So I've been really, I covered Miss Universe for the third time already. It's like in Atlanta, I was there during 2019, December of 2019.
When you're
Yes.
covering the
They-
Miss Universe, is this for LA Press or for a particular company or
No, for my blog talk.
for your
Oh,
blog
wow.
talk? Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
So talagang they
Galing.
approve yung blog talk ko. I don't have any millions, pero imagine they approved the blog talk. They checked what I do, and yes, they really check what you do, and you have to show that you are interviewing celebrities.
So this is a good lesson to everyone kasi ngayon ang dami ng
Exactly.
you just point the camera and then you go and you feel
You
like, oh
start
my God, I need
talking.
more, lots of people. But
Exactly.
actually, you're a
No,
perfect example
no.
na quality
That's
first.
wrong.
Exactly. Yes,
That's,
that's
wrong.
so true.
I've been all these years. I'm not focusing of so many views. No, I was. People are wondering how come you are interviewing all these big people, but I don't have any million followers. What is the secret? You know what?
Jen.
The secret is the quality versus quantity.
That's
So-
so true. That's so true.
Kasi yun ang natutunan ko this time, and besides, my blog, it's not for everyone. I have a niche of my blog, even the brands that I've been promoting, because especially in the Philippines, I'm not all over the place. I only cover the event, probably siguro like mga upscale event. Ganon yung aking market. That's why I can really, let's say a 5-star hotel, like a couture, something like that.
Kaya nga, yeah, well, I was telling actually pitching your bio to JCAS and JV. So I was like, showing it to them. We were like, huh? Like shocked because all your accomplishments, everything that you've done for so many years are like prime talaga. It's not like just kasi ito okay, let's be honest. Right now because of the social media, 'di ba? Like
Correct.
there's IG, there's Twitter, there's Facebook, anywhere. Everyone can be a blogger. Anyone can be a podcaster. And a lot of people also are like basing it on, of course, the followers and this. And can you also believe that most of the followers, those millions of followers, those you can even purchase it right now.
Oh, yun ba? The ones who
Diba?
buys
I mean,
followers.
you can even buy followers right now. You can even buy likes right now. Like, pero you were right when you mentioned about the quality itself, it's so important. Just like, kaya nung sinabi ko sa kanila, sabi ko, I mean, we just started like, and that's why I love you, MJ, for, because I always talk to MJ and he always gives me, boost me, like giving me advices. I was like, like these, and I told JV and JCast, like, these are the, and also Elton, these are the kind of people that we need to talk, and we need to, to spend our time, like, chit chatting about and giving us inspiration, because you guys has been there, the ins and out, and you can give us an advice, because we've only started like what, actually kaka 7 months lang namin, and you were right, like we have as a that's okay, let's just use the term influencer, as a broadcaster, or as a media, diba, we have a responsibility to those people. We're supposed to provide them, diba, quality content, not just
Quality,
junk.
and the reason why, because you have to really be true to your vision.
Exactly.
Kasi if you gonna deviate with your vision, you're not gonna stay that long. If your
Exactly.
only vision is to become popular and to make money,
Yes,
you're
yes,
gone. You're
yes.
gone in a heartbeat.
In a
You know what I
heartbeat.
mean?
You're gonna
Yes,
crash
You're
yes.
gonna
immediately. Yeah.
crash.
Yeah.
You're right,
Actually,
because in this kind of industry, you have to find um the right intention, the right purpose, why you're doing it, and are you going to inspire, you're going to entertain. That's why I end up just I want to inspire by those interviews. I want people to be inspired by those interviews. Kaya ako,
exactly.
I'm not really worried about, I just want to give you this example. I was in Los Angeles. I'm attending a media event, press junket over there in one of the five-star hotels. And this one lady came up to me. Sabi niya, "Oh, hi MJ. You might not know me, but I'm following you and you inspired me." I was like, "Oh my gosh, a total stranger telling you that
Yes,
you inspired them." I was like, "I've done my part."
exactly.
Happy na ako
Yes,
doon. And then, extra na lang, yung mga followers mo, mga super, super influential sila. Sila like
exactly.
Janet De
That's true.
Palas, they're my mentors now. Janet De Palas, Ruben, and my friends sa Hollywood producer si Mark Anthony Nicholas. He's the only Filipino sa The Talk. I don't know, you're familiar? The Talk.
Oh, the Toxie.
In the talk. Oh, definitely.
What's her
Yes.
name again? Catherine. Oh, I'm sorry. I don't want to make a
I
mistake.
don't know. I'm
If,
just familiar with the
oh,
talk.
yeah.
Sharon Osbourne.
Oh yeah,
Oh, yeah, Sharon
duh.
Osbourne. Okay.
Sharon Osbourne,
All
of
right.
course.
Yeah, Kat Inaba. So,
Kat
one of the
Inaba. Yun.
producers,
Si Kat
yeah,
Inaba. Okay.
one of the producers is Filipino and two-time Emmy. Baka I will invite him here so you can interview him.
Oh,
Um,
definitely. Yes.
Oh my.
yeah, so sila they're the one who really make Hollywood successful.
And you know
Kaya
what? Also, MJ, I noticed about you. I told JV and JCas about it. Like, one thing I like about you and Elton also, you've been doing this for so many years. I think this is you guys are the perfect example of inspiring people, especially din sa industry nyo, na you're not afraid to share, because that's what
exactly.
it is all about. Like, we have to have the same, we have to be in sync, and our vision has to be the same. Like, it's not about like you guys are like, ay nako, mas magaling ako dyan. No, 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 no. We're here to
No,
inspire everyone. So sa kay MJ is like, Jesse, I want you to interview this. Even si Elton, oh Jesse, I want you to interview this person. And then if you want, and if you ask me, MJ, Jesse, Jcas, can I interview this person? Like, we're not afraid to share, our connections. It's because we're all Filipinos. We're supposed to be united and scream to everyone that, hey, we're
correct.
Filipinos, we're media. We're, diba, the Filipino media. Because eventually,
Exactly. And
diba?
yeah, you don't want to deprive that information, because who else will help one another but us, you know what I mean? So,
Exactly, true.
Tama.
I'm tired and sick of it. I should say there is this stereotype, or there's always this crab mentality in our community, but I'm against that. That's why I created this platform, and I created my list, the 75 most influential, which Elton enhanced it, and I'm very, very happy about that. And it's about time that our voice will be heard in a big way.
True.
We are no longer,
I hope so.
farmers in this
Yes.
country. You know what I mean? We've been in this country since October 18, 1587. Oh my gosh, I remember the date.
Oh my
Oh,
God,
diba?
alam mo yung date.
Nerd. What
Ang
a nerd.
tagal, ah.
Well, yes. Well,
1587.
nerd in a good way.
Wow.
The nerd in a good way.
Yes,
Oh my
yes,
God.
yes.
Yeah, imagine, you know what? We are so fascinated with Thanksgiving, all this Indian. But guess what? We are the first one in this country, in this continental United States. But we are so subtle. We're not making noise. We're not making. I'm
Yes.
tired and sick of all of that. And I was telling myself, there's Mario Lopez for Latino, there's Ryan Seacrest for Caucasian. How come
Exactly.
there's no Filipino? And I said, you know what? I want to be that one. So
Yeah.
that's why I created this platform. I want to represent the Filipino because when I go to all this mainstream event, I have to represent our culture. So therefore, I have to wear the Filipino designer. So
True. True.
so having said that, I finally brought that in the Golden Globe. And during the after party, everyone is looking at us with Miss O. It's designed by Glenn Gonzalez. And with there's a feather in here. That's
I
Jana
saw that.
Blaza.
Uh-huh.
Yeah,
Yes.
that's Jana
Yeah.
Blaza. Yeah. And everyone is looking. When I met Martha Stewart, they're very kind. That all these directors, so basically we partied with them, and I was like, I don't think this in a million years. So I was just imagining this when I was a kid. Then I finally, oh, what's this?
Aw.
Oh,
MJ is the brainchild
Elton.
of the influentialist.
Oh,
Aww.
diba?
Oh my gosh,
Oh.
that's kind of cool. But
Yeah.
you know what? It's really about time to you see all these people. I even met the reporter from E channel, E News, whatever.
Yeah.
So it's like amazing. They were there just hanging out with us. They're eating the same steak that we're eating at the
Yeah.
Ward of Astoria. That's kind of cool.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm just really thankful for Ruven and Janet DePaulis. They validated me being a Hollywood podcaster because I that is my segment now. I rebranded to Blog Talk Hollywood, and
Oh, wow.
the new episode will be out on November 15. And
Oo, aabangan namin yan.
I have s-
Aabangan namin yan.
I had so many exciting guests already. I pre-recorded the whole entire for the whole entire year already. So
Oh, you're
Oh,
done.
wow.
yeah, I'm
But
done.
you're done for the whole 2021?
2020.
Oh,
I'm done.
2020.
So
Okay,
it's
okay.
a pre-recorded. I'm just gonna mention some of them. It's the big names in Hollywood. I have Fritz Friedman from Sony Pictures. I interviewed him. He's the guy who's in charge of the success of Men in Black and Seinfeld. Yep, yep. And then also I got his name is David Greenwald. He's a producer of Buffy the Vampire Slayer. He's been a TV producer and Grimm. I don't know if you guys familiar with that.
Yeah, yeah.
Yes,
So I had
definitely,
him as
of
well.
course.
I had Reggie Lee. Reggie Lee, you guys know Reggie Lee.
You
He's
sent
on-
him to me like the because ito alam mo, I'll be honest with you. What I love about guys about MJ, like he was the one. Jesse, I'll give you a list. Write it down. I'll send it to you. What? I want you to have what's that? To have interview with these
Ang
Hollywood
bait.
stars.
Uh-uh.
And I was like,
Yeah, you have to
I
add
know. I
a
was
little
like,
bit
sure.
of
I was like, yeah, like you was
spice
like,
it up a little bit,
yeah.
Of course, you do the Taglish and everything, but you have to
Oh, of
spice it up
course
a
you
little
have to.
bit to
With,
Yeah.
to
of
make
course you have to.
a new room for a new audience. You know what I mean?
Yes, true.
That's why
true, true.
I'm doing mainstream now because of that. And so, having said that, I had those. I got Michael Galante.
Yes. Oh,
Michael
ang gwapo nun.
Galante.
Ang gwapo nun.
Yeah,
Michael
you find it,
Galante.
and then
Oh my
I have
ang gwapo. I showed it to Jcas.
I
Jcas was like,
recently interviewed
Oh, my, ang gwapo
Augie
niya, my God.
Vargas. Augie Vargas, he won an Emmy for producing Oscars. So I
Oh,
had him as
wow.
well.
Wow.
So all these people that make Hollywood successful, you'll be able to listen to their inspiring stories for Blog Talk Hollywood. Um, yeah, I'm really, really. This industry is about. It's really working hard,
It's
and
true.
it's a small world. It
Oh,
is definitely
yes.
a small world, and you have to treat everyone nicely because you don't know who you're meeting and you don't know their connections. So
Exactly. Barter lang yan eh. That's how I look at it. Like, you cannot, you have to be friendly and you have to learn how to barter.
Yeah.
Ganun lang yun.
And you
exactly,
can't
Kasi,
you
you
can't
have to
burn
learn,
bridges.
you cannot burn bridges. You
Because
cannot.
you
correct.
might you might need that bridge going back.
Yeah, it's true. That's how I look at it. Like, you know what? Kasi yung iba parang, ay nako, Jessie. You know, I mean, I'm learning from you guys, like, because we just started 7 months ago, and it's when you mentioned earlier that it's really hard. Imagine we're just talking about the Filipino celebrities, and talagang pawis-pawis to the
Oo.
max. But you're right, talagang you have to work hard, as
You
in
have to be
work
a
your
go-getter and
a
very
go-getter,
I
patient
should
as well.
say there is a term I'm very aggressive.
Yes,
That's it.
aggressive.
That
Oh.
And
term.
and you know what? Tama, sa sinabi mo rin, parang, kasi I have a friend also from the media. Sinabi niya sa akin, Jess, you know what I like about you, what? Aside from you're very persistent, as in, you will not take no for an answer, but you take your time. Alam mo, pasimple
Mm.
ka lang na magno-no, parang, tapos biglang chika, biglang mami, uy, baka naman. Ganito, ganito. Sige na nga. Di ba yung mga, parang, you're right. You have to use your charm. You cannot be a
Yeah.
bitchy girl. You have to, like, you have to make your way out. Like, para lang mag-yes sila or something. Kaya
So
sabi
I
ko,
yeah,
di ba?
correct. Because I have an example. I didn't realize na yung follower ko is a producer of Yellow Rose. Kaya,
Oh, we love
Hi,
kaya
Yellow
princess!
tomorrow,
Rose.
Oo.
yeah, follower ko pala yung producer ng Yellow Rose. Sabi ko, oh my gosh, it's unbelievable. Kaya, tomorrow I have a pre-recorded interview with Diane Paragas, the
The
director of
director,
Yellow Rose.
yeah.
Yes. Oh my
Kaya
God.
i-refer ko rin kayo para
Oh,
ano.
go,
Ay!
go, go. If
Ay,
you
naku,
wanna,
MJ.
if you wanna, wanna have an interview with Princess Punsalan, tawagan natin yan.
Oh.
Sis, dali.
Actually, I do have an interview with her,
Ay,
Princess.
yes! Oh
Yeah,
my
I do
God.
have interview,
Ganun
but
lang yan eh.
it's pure English because my blog talk is talagang English talaga
English,
lahat.
oo.
Oh, yun
Pero
yung
alam mo,
niche
you
mo
were
eh.
right. Alam mo, sa totoo lang, MJ, I love what you gave me an advice na, just, I know you want, Taglish, but you're right, kasi we're starting to do like of course, a full English as well, and then, because ano nga sabi
But
mo nga
you
sa
know
akin,
what? That's who you are. You cannot please everyone, Jesse.
exactly.
I
You're
don't
right,
want
you're
to
right.
change me because I want to
Uh-huh.
please everyone. No,
It's true.
they should love you who you are.
Exactly. You're right, you're right.
Hindi
Kasi
mo
sinabi mo
pwedeng,
sa akin na
yes,
kailangan maging, sabi mo sa akin, Jesse, you have to be versatile. So, kung sa bagay, like, I mean, for 7 months, we're just like,
exactly.
focusing on just, the Filipino celebrities and Filipino with inspiring stories. And this time, by 2021, we will start,
But you know
to
what?
be more,
You've passed the Philippine. You're done. You've reached the peak of being in the Filipino audience. So now you go to Asian and mainstream.
I know.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Yeah,
sana
that's
maano na.
what I did. I was like, I've reached my peak in the Philippines and Asian. But now I'm like, okay, I'm gonna go to mainstream now. So if my face is thick, it should be thicker 100 times.
I know.
Yeah, you
Diba?
have
The
to
wall of
really because
China.
kasi if you are thin face wala. If you are like easily offended,
Oh
wala ka.
no. Hindi pwede yun.
Oo, tama.
Smile
So
ka lang lagi. Yeah.
dapat talagang you go whoever's like trying to tear you down. You're like that's why you're like a monster. You gotta really like fight for them.
Like, question. So how did you deal? I know, like, my discrimination and everything, right? So I'm sure all these years,
You know
you
what?
have experienced those, yung mga bashers, yung friends mo na they don't believe in you, your friends that you thought that they're your friends, and those people that you thought that like who looks up to you, but deep inside they're like, Shh, excuse me.
Hey, number one
Okay, I'm gonna
haters.
tell you. Oh my
Haters.
gosh, I'm
Like,
going.
how did you deal with
I
those
am
people?
going to expose this one, but I'm not going to mention names. All
Oh,
right.
no naming,
Um,
no
so,
name dropping. Okay.
but you know what? This person, I treated her like my sort of kind of like my second mom. Okay. She's very nice. I've known her for a while. And then she started to, oh, I can be your assistant. I can be your camera person. Very nice. Ako naman, okay, yes, yes, yes. Absolutely. Of course, yes. Then sabi niya, sige na, can you bring me to Manny Pacquiao's house, a mansion? Bring me to this Hollywood red carpet. Okay. I brought her to Hollywood red carpet. Oh my gosh. Of course, she was in awe to see all the celebrity and how it goes
Yes.
in Hollywood. Talagang ano na she was fascinated by it. Then ano na, I brought her to Pacquiao. Please, 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 please don't, but do not give the address to Manny Pacquiao, to, you know what I mean? So pinunta ko siya, everything. Then after I finish producing my so-called $1 million show in Hollywood, the Jana Blaza Botay collection over there. Wala. Ano na, nagchismis na after ng show. Sabi niya sa ibang tao that I owe a lot of money. You know what I mean?
Oh my
But
God.
exactly, I was like, because the show was $1 million show, parang pinapalabas niya na magbabayad ako sa kanya. You know what I mean? That kind of, it's like she's twisting the story and backstabbing. Yep, that's what happened. Parang she's saying like defaming me with other people, that I wasn't able to defend myself. Pero pinabayaan ko lang. That following year, I got recognized in the press club in California. So, yeah, yun yung nangyari. It was very crazy. This
Grabe,
person
no?
is defaming me that I owe money, which is not true at all. I got everything that she wanted. She wanted to see the house of Manny Pacquiao. She was
Yeah.
on the red carpet. So the kind of, you know what I mean? She is like telling something else to other people.
I know,
Now this
twisting the
person owes
stories,
me
yeah.
money. Yeah.
Alam mo,
So
may maraming ganon. Diyos ko, Lord.
you know,
Unfortunately,
There's
I've
so
learned my
many.
mistakes. It's hard to really now to really trust, especially bringing them in a lot of high profile events.
True.
Parang that person, lumaki yung ulo niya in Tagalog.
I know. True.
It became like swill-headed.
Kaya nga sabi
So
nila,
ayun.
sabi nga nila daw, it's really lonely up there. Because people that you
Tapos
think that are friends, di ba? Biglang eventually, hindi na nila friends because
tapos
maybe
I have
inggit
to tell you
sa'yo. Oo.
another revelation when I went to the Philippines. Oo. Siyempre, pag galing ka ng States tapos you experience Hollywood stuff and then you attended an event. Wala, I felt really discriminated in the Philippines kasi
Huh?
yeah,
In the Philippines pa
ano,
talaga?
anong klaseng evento, and then paano ka nila
like di ba kasi
discriminate?
when you attended an event, kasi I choose my event, but for some point I was able to say yes to attend a very masa event. Pang-masa, like yung
Okay.
alam mo na yung pang-masa na event, nandun lahat yung mga vlogger.
Okay.
Pero ako kasi I don't attend that. I attend lang yung I only choose yung kasi it suits my content.
Exactly.
I
Kasi
ask my
yun yung vision mo eh. Alam mo yung niche mo eh.
And I'm sure, Teo, before you
Diba?
continue that story, I'm sure a lot
Exactly.
of people, if you decline that, I'm sure a lot of those people would say, ang yabang na niya, di
No,
ba? May
pero
mga ganon.
pero pumayag ako.
Oo.
Pumayag ako. It's one of the international it's like pumayag ako. I attended the event, of course. May mga blogger, may kanya-kanyang parang mushroom, they sit in different places.
Okay.
They have their own group of friends, whatever. So when I started just talking to people, parang hindi sila very friendly, parang ano sila, snobby, na hindi ko maintindihan.
Yeah.
So yun ang mga, those are the things that you have to deal with, different kind of market. Pero when I attended a high-end event like a fashion show of Francis Libiran, 40 people lang ang invited to fashion show niya. So I was there. Talagang the event is really classy, 5-star, and the bloggers are top notch. You'll be able to hold a conversation with these people without a problem. So
Ano
yun
ba
lang,
to?
yun ang that's what I felt as a blogger. Sabi ko, ano naman itong mga ito? Sabi ko, this is not my style to really.
No, kasi
When
ito
you
nga,
attend an event, when you attend an event, you have to make friends. Pero ako, I
yeah.
was out of place. I was out of place in those, ano nga, it's
Kasi
a
ito lang
different
nga,
kind of niche.
alam mo, I feel like ito, of course, kasi yung niche mo is like more on the prime side, right? I feel like yung
Yeah.
mga more on like the paano ba? Yung mga regular press cons, let's call it press cons ala. I feel like they're very territorial because they've known
Yes.
each other for so many years, those publicists, those 'di ba, those commentators, kung 'di ba, broadcasters, they've known each other for so many years. Although they hate each other, I'm sure there tons of people are backstabbing each other, but they know they're very territorial. So even if they don't like each other, so they made sure that when they see each other, "Hoy, kamusta? Chika chika." And then a strange person just came along from the US, everyone would, I think it's human nature na tipong, sino yan? Di ba?
Tama.
Yeah,
Ganun
tapos,
kasi,
tapos
in
nung I
the
got,
Philippines ganun talaga. Oo.
yeah, kasi not everyone will be approved in Miss Universe, di ba? It was held in the Philippines. Siyempre, there's, that was a great experience na, bakit ako hindi na-approve? Bakit siya na-approve? Parang ganun. You know what I mean?
Oo. Ganun
Yes.
talaga. Oo. I mean,
But
okay,
anyway, I just told
yeah.
them, because I work hard, sabi ko sa inyo, because I have a thick face, the thickest face, siguro. Akala nila kasi they looking at me parang ano lang, innocent lang. But they didn't realize inside me, I'm very aggressive and I got like the thickest face.
But wait,
Absolutely.
so my question ako, so you were in the Philippines and you were like surprised with, parang wow, this is a different league, right? This is not my niche.
Oo, kasi
But
yung red
how did
carpet
you,
nila, hindi talaga red carpet. Nilagay lang yung red carpet, that's it.
tapos
Pero
iba. So, but how did you, how did you adjust? Like, did you make friends with them? Kasi sabi ni Ate Pilaro, nagkakilala talaga tayo sa masa event, haha, Imelda Papin. So, how did you twist everything? Like, you know what? If I
No,
can beat them, join them. Let me be friends with these people, even if they're
of
not
course.
really my niche.
No, that's my intention. I always get that intention. It says nagkakilala. Yes.
Yeah.
No, I'll take that back, Miss P. I met you during the what you call this? It's like an event with the New Bake. It's like a bread brand that we promoted. I met her there, and prior to that, she was my follower. Miss P. She's been following me while I was in LA. So that was the whole entire story. And then I finally met her in person sa Manila.
Okay.
Yeah.
But wait, back to my question again. Like before we said hi to Ate P, yung how did you twist everything? Like how did you started? Like, you know what? Let me instead of like, if I can't beat them, I know they don't like me. I'm a stranger. I'm a newbie in this industry, and they have their territorial, like chami-chami silang lahat. So how did you make it like, you know what? I'm gonna make sure that they would like me as well, even if I'm a newbie. So how did you do that?
Just, I'm just doing my thing. Just keep going what I'm doing. I didn't really pay attention. On what's going on. Mm-hmm. Actually, the car will about to go out. But it's
Okay. Hi!
Hello
Sige.
po!
Okay lang. Oo, sabi ni
That's
history
kinda cool,
na
huh?
ako ang publicist mo.
My background.
Hello. I know. Kasi po may mga dogs sa loob. And by the way, dun sa mga, for those people that who just started, tuning in, earlier, MJ just mentioned to us, shared his story about the 12 dogs and that he's taking care of from,
Maingay sa
di
loob
ba?
kasi.
Maingay sa loob ng house. So, he made sure na nandyan sa labas ng...
Commercial.
Exactly. Commercial break. Yes.
Yeah.
This portion is brought to you by
The garage door.
the garage door. Yeah.
Pero ano mo, my take on your experience, I feel like kung social man or masa ang isang event,
Yes.
it's still important just to be nice, you know?
Exactly.
Yes.
Ganun lang
Yun
naman.
ang
Pero
ano
hindi
ko,
eh. Meron talagang
yes.
ganon.
You just have to be nice. Pero you know what? Throughout the years I stayed in the Philippines, I made the right connection, and I met the right people in there. One of them is Miss Pilar. She is
Yes.
really a real friend. Kasi in the industry talaga, mga backstabber marami.
Oh yeah, it's not just in the Philippines. I'm sure everyone,
Oo.
anywhere around the world,
Show business.
it's already
No,
innate,
That's
diba?
the vicious side of show business, right?
I believe that
Oo,
it's
pag-
human nature na yan. Oo.
So if you're easily offended in this industry, hindi malakas ang loob mo, you're gone in a heartbeat. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
They will
That's
eat you
so true.
alive. So, pero, babalik tayo because you mentioned na marami ka nang nagawang mga press events and then posh red carpets and you interviewed celebrities. Meron ka bang favorite na experience or na interview na
Favorite
na
and
celebrity?
hindi favorite.
Ay,
Oh my gosh, you know what?
yeah!
Oh
So, favorite
boy,
muna
oh boy,
tayo.
oh boy,
Favorite
oh boy.
So,
muna.
favorite muna tayo. You don't have to drop
Favorite
drop
ko,
down names. Okay.
siguro, ang favorite ko siguro, when I interviewed Steve Harvey. Kasi it's my dream to interview Steve Harvey.
Yeah.
And I was chosen to be the selected media to be there. Kasi I've been waiting for the right moment to interview him eh. I even woke up 4 a.m. kasi I was in Thailand. And then kagagaling din niya, he didn't even shave, talagang balbas sarado.
Yes.
So, ano siya, very accommodating despite of his, he's an Emmy Award winner talk show host. At saka host ng Miss Universe.
Yes.
Oh God, the very controversial.
Napakabait.
Uh-uh.
So kaya when I interviewed him, parang na-reach ko na yung, alam mo, I've reached my peak. I was like, oh my gosh, it's amazing that I was able to, parang I was already in cloud nine, na-reach ko yung peak ko. Tapos yung isa, there's two favorites. Yung, that person that she won 3 Oscars, favorite ko siya. Kasi siya yung mga makeup artist ni Lady Gaga and Johnny Depp.
Okay.
Siya
I
yung-
love her.
yeah.
She's V. Neal. She's one of the judges
Yes.
of Face Off. I love her.
Oh, I
Yeah,
enjoy. I don't know.
Yeah.
ano siya, very, very down to earth. Ang ganda ng aura kasi, can I interview you real quick? You know,
Yeah,
how
I
does it
watched
feel
that.
like, winning your first Oscar? Sabi niya, she was very surprised. And working with the celebrities talaga. Kasi, what I consider favorite ko kasi, yung mga people na, all you know is like Hollywood, yung mga A-lister. What about the people that make the Hollywood successful?
Exactly.
Yun.
Yeah.
I
Sila talaga yung may
concentrated
inspiring
on
story.
I concentrated on that para alam ng tao na in this industry it's all about hard work, hindi lang binigay sa'yo just like that. You have to earn it. Like that's why I'm very thankful. After 6 years of Blog Talk, I finally got invited at the Golden Globe because I believe that I earned it. Yep, really representing. And dumadating tayo sa mga ganon. So yung hindi ko favorite,
Ayan.
Ayan. Ayan ang naantay
Diyan
ko.
tayo sa hindi
Oh my
favorite.
God.
Kasi favorite, sige na nga. Ate Pilar,
Oh my
pakinggan mo na yan.
yeah, they probably gonna get mad at me, but I'm just gonna tell them the truth. Kasi, oh my gosh.
Hindi pala sing yan, ha? Well, you don't have to drop names if you don't
Oo
want.
nga.
No. I am eager to drop it because this is an industry that it's about respecting
Drop.
the media.
Drop
Oh,
it.
wow.
Drop it.
He's very famous.
Hala ka.
Kasi we were waiting on the red carpet tapos biglang inisnap niya yung mga media. Who's the guy from the Office? Do you know him?
Oh my God, Direct JV, the lead
Si-
star?
The Office,
No,
The
si
Office.
Steve Carell. Sorry, si Steve
Si
Carell.
Steve
Steve
Carell.
Carell? Yeah, the lead star. Oh my
Oo.
God. Oh, I didn't know.
Inisnap kaming media. I
Oh.
was in the red carpet. Sabi ko, I've been
40-year-old
just ready.
virgin.
I was like biglang, there's so many flash of camera, di ba? And then after that, he left. We just want to ask question, he left. That's crazy.
Oh.
Baka naman, baka
may
nagmamadali o
regla
kaya
lang.
kailangan mag number 2. Ano ba?
Oo
No.
nga, mag number 2
No.
or I know. You
No.
have to be
It's
But
not
anyway,
talaga.
that was my take on that
professional.
kasi we don't do that. You have to be a little bit more professional kasi he has a name already pero you're on the red carpet dapat at least, 30 seconds mga ganun kasi you really don't know how I went through sa mga ganun like you traveled far and then you're tired as well.
What you guys
You
been
want
through,
to
right?
interview
Yeah.
these celebrities tapos
Just
hindi ano,
appreciate.
you know what I mean?
Totoo.
Yeah. And also, wait, Martha Stewart, how is that?
Yes, Martha
Oh
Stewart
my
as
gosh,
well.
I have to tell you honestly kasi she's partying with us in Ward of Astoria. Kasi nandun ako doon ako the term doon ako inilagay sa Ward of Astoria as Golden Globe after party, no? They're putting talagang it's by list. So prior to that, Miss O and I, you know Miss O, Olivia Guido?
It's a skin.
The
She's
skincare.
Skincare, right?
Yeah, she is the official skincare of Miss Universe. So
Yes.
Okay, Miss O.
I've been
It's just from
promoting her.
California, right? It's just from
Yes,
California? Yes.
from LA. So
Okay.
nag-uusap kami. I told her, you know what, Miss O, you are like the hybrid of Martha Stewart. Then paglabas namin sa hallway, Martha Stewart was there. So
Oh.
yeah, inas namin siya bakit ang mga products niya nasa market. So according to her,
Ah.
you just have to reach out to the right people so they can market yourself. That's why most of her stuff is branding. So ayun, that was a piece of advice that she told us. It's all about reaching out in anything that you do,
Sure.
any interviews, lahat. When you deal with something, you want to talk to someone, you reach out kasi if you're not reaching out, how would you know?
Yes. It's so true. Saka you have to be,
Right?
you have to be optimistic. Kasi, napansin ko lang, ano ba ito si Direk minsan, nag-argue kasi kami ito, minsan gaganon siya, very pessimist, ang hirap kunin yan, ganito. And you and I have the same, the same attitude in terms of being
Yeah,
optimistic.
it's the same
Very
thing. When I
aggressive.
started,
Yeah.
yeah, kasi
Kailangan
sabi
talaga
ko, how can I
persistent.
sustain this? How can I sustain interview after interview kasi magsi-season 13 na ako eh. On
Oh my God, yes. Oh,
magsi 7 years na ako on April 26. Next year.
galing.
Congrats.
7 years.
Yeah. Yun na nga,
Yeah,
I have a
so-
question about that. I know like, kasi kami nga 7 months pa lang, no? Because, sabi nga nila, okay, fine. It's easier. Kumaga, you're lucky because you guys made it in 7 months, right? But, one of the dilemma is how to sustain it.
Correct.
Kaya,
Exactly.
Can you give us an advice like how can kasi sa totoo lang ako kinakabahan. I was like, halaka, how can we sustain this? It's like what
What
about
did we get ourselves into?
Kaya, yeah,
ako talaga
I
yung
know.
tinatatakot
So, you
sa
know
aming
what,
tatlo.
You know what? Go with the flow. Your purpose is really to inspire others of what you're doing. So I really admire you guys. Kaya in terms of mga interview nyo, don't worry about it. I will kind of sort of suggest what you could, what's that? Now,
Sabi,
Desi Bawal
Hindi,
sumuko. Yeah.
oo. Actually, I think yun yung makukuha ko sa yung that's the one of the best advice that you can give us. Kaya bawal sumuko,
You know what?
no? Salamat at Ate Pilar.
That your tenacity, perseverance. Kasi at one point, sometimes it's okay to take a break. There's nothing wrong in taking a break. Let's say you're done with the year, you want to take a break one month, it's your show, it's your call. Kaya, if you want that kind of advice, mag-break kayo ng 2 months. Get all your guests lined up. And by the time you go back, you have so much guests. You know what I mean? So many guests. Parang ganon. And then you probably think of something something fun. Yeah, something like innovation.
Sabi nga
So-
natin pala, nasa here pa lang kayo, don't go there muna, dadating sila. Tsaka sabi ni Elton, inspiring stories never get old. You are so right. Yes. Alam mo, ang
Exactly.
maganda, no? Ang maganda kasi what you're doing is, you're not just focusing on just the mainstream. You're also focusing on those people behind the scene. And the reason why there's big stars, it's because of them. 'Di ba? The behind the scene. Like, why are these
You're right.
big celebrities
Correct.
became so successful? And you know what? Pareho tayo ng vision eh. Like, why are we just interviewing these big celebrities? We have to know, like, who's the people behind it, di ba?
Exactly.
And yun yung
It's like
magandang ginagawa mo. Yeah.
it's the law of attraction. So because I'm like very personable with all the people that I interviewed, I still keep in touch with them. That's
Yes.
where I get invitation on the red carpet.
True.
So-
That's so true. But question ako hindi ka ba napapagod? Kasi Derek and JCas always tells me kasi I'm always on the phone. Like, let's say we'll talk for 3 hours, and then after that, I'll talk to this person, and then they'll be like, Jessie, oh my God, the whole freaking, almost every day, I'm like with different people talking. I mean, well, ako kasi that's my personality. I feel like I have to make a rapport. You know, it's not just like I had a chit chat with you, we had an interview with you, and then after that, next, no, I want to make sure that I need to make a connection. I want to be friends with them as well. It came to a point na parang kang napagod na parang, ay, pagod na ako makapagkwentuhan kapag
You know what? Yeah, that's why-
makapagbolahan or whatever.
You know what? It's important to really take a break and just take a deep breath. But yeah, if you felt like, oh, I want to take a I want to take a break this season, you could do that because it's your show.
Sure.
Kaya, like what I'm doing, I took a break because I've been really busy. I'm taking classes online, dealing with 12 dogs, a lot of
I know.
things.
Harvard, ha?
Oy, nga pala, wait, just-
Congratulations!
Kwento mo nga sa amin yung Harvard X kasi I heard that first years ago from Tyra Banks na parang
Lali's here. Hi, Lali.
from Tyra
Oo.
Banks pala that she took Harvard X. I think it's a short course and it's for business. Pero it's syempre para to better yourself, di ba? So kwento mo yan yung
Yeah.
ginagawa mo ngayon, di ba?
Yeah. Sabi ko, my gosh, this pandemic, I wanted to use the full capacity of my brain. So therefore, parang nagre-research lang ako online to see if I could improve. So I found out about Harvard X that actually your case study is yourself. So I really love that, the way learning it was like, when I took my degree in University of Phoenix, talagang ibang level ang Harvard. Kasi when you say Harvard, it's talagang in learning, it's thinking outside the box. So I became the subject matter of my own. So I am studying my own. So how I better myself, how I better solve the problem in the right way, or maybe create a solution. You could adapt a solution. So those are the things that I learned in leadership in Harvard. And at this point, I am actually taking public speaking and creative writing, persuasive
Alam mo ito,
writing.
ha? Alam mo ito, JCas, I want you to make sure that MJ is your inspiration kasi you never stop reinventing yourself.
Oo nga.
It's
Kasi
important.
si JCas, ito ha, can you give JCas a good advice? Kasi si JCas is a very, very talented person. Like, he's a good writer. Oh my God, you should see he graduated architecture, and then Parsons
Yeah.
FIT. His designs, he draws is amazing. But the thing is, I need to push him so talagang big time.
There's a-
And
there's
then
a-
The only thing I could say about that, you have to meet the right people.
Yeah.
And also the right intention, because you're talented, and if you're not meeting the right people, you're probably going to go to a different kind of direction. So it is
No,
important. Yes.
No, I'm sorry. Kasi si Jcas kasi, hindi na nga yung writing the meet people eh. Yung he has to have this mantra, and not just JCAS. I'm sure everyone who's, trying to like probably questioning yung capabilities nila or tipong
Exactly.
pushing themselves to be out there. I mean, what are the vitamins that you need to
Nako.
to take, and and to have to inculcate in your mind that, you know what, I'm gonna be this, I'm gonna be that, I have to push myself, I have to
Siguro,
persevere, even if no matter how age, no matter how young or old you are, something like that,
siguro
like
I'm
Jcas,
siguro
and other people
siguro
as
what
well.
the reason why I kind of like still around, um siguro what the number one thing I've learned in my journey is being visionary. Parang like when I envision things like that, sabi ko, oh, I want to create this, and ini-envision ko na eh. But what I'm gonna do is, what are your plans? So paano ka makakarating doon? So those are the things. You have to desire it first. You envision, you desire it, and you do it. Kailangan talagang, let's say, for example, being an independent recording artist, sabi ko talaga, I want to be featured in Rolling Stone. Talagang ginawa ko everything just to be featured in Rolling Stone. So that's what I did. So I applied it in this same concept in being in my blog. Sabi ko, I want to take this to the next level. I'm going to Hollywood. Parang it's like you have to take the biggest risk, as according to Steve Harvey, dapat you're not afraid to you know um take your parachute. What I'm saying is to jump. Dapat you have
Yeah.
to be bold enough and taking that big risk, kasi hindi ka magja-jump, how would you know if your parachute will open? Kaya
Yan.
kaya when I met Steve Harvey na, sabi ko my parachute has been open. Kaya ang dami kong mga offer left. I traveled different places. Ang nami-meet ko yung mga tao, they're giving me opportunity and here and that. Kasi hindi ka naging afraid. Let's say, oh, paano kung I'm not gonna make any money? What if they're gonna like evict me on this? Dapat your mentality should be, I can do this no matter what. Because if you have that kind of mentality, everything will be possible. You just do not conform or do not listen to the naysayers. Dapat sabihin mo lang sa sarili mo, I can do it and I'm gonna make it happen. And
Jcas,
like
ayan,
like
oh.
what I am doing, like what I'm doing, you have to put a your dream board. Sabi mo, so makikita mo to, oh, for example, I want to release my fashion collection next year. So what are your plans?
Correct,
So
tama yan. Alam mo,
Jcas,
wait,
Jcas,
look,
ayan na
nakalagay
si
doon.
MJ,
Kita nyo ba? Nakalagay doon.
Hindi eh.
Make a JCAS success board.
There you go.
Oh, diba?
Dapat,
Ayan,
that's what I
Jcas.
do.
Sabi ni,
Yep.
oo.
Dapat
If
you're
your
not
dream
gonna
doesn't
be
scare you,
scared.
sabi niya.
Dapat you're ready to jump. Like what I did. I've been jumping like the high cliff. Kaya
True.
once I met Steve Harvey, sabi ko, I've jumped already. So yun. Yung the universe already opened up to me. So that kind of thing, kasi iniisip mo, kailan ba mag-open ito? Sabi ko, if you are not jumping, it's not gonna open.
Yeah.
Along the way, your experience, masusugat ka, matatapilok ka, and everything.
All
But
the
guess what?
hurdles, yeah.
Babangon ka, so you can, face the biggest challenges in your life. Do not be afraid if you don't have any money.
Ayun pa.
Do not be afraid.
Parang kasi parang iniisip
Totoo
pa lang,
yan.
how am I
Totoo
gonna
yan.
execute this vision? Eh, kailangan ng pera, parang, and then that will make you stop and then go ahead with your life and then you forget about it.
Let
Alam mo yun?
me give you a big example of this one, JCAS. This is a very inspiring story that I'm going to really share now. Nako. Are you ready?
Yes, we
Yes.
are.
Okay, this is my story with John Ablaza. Okay. He met me during the press conference of Nole Mitangire, May of 2015. I attended the press conference.
Oh wow, with Edwin and with Edwin Hoswe, our
No,
dear
no,
friend, and
that's
Jerry
different.
Sibel. Oh, that's
It's
a
different.
different one.
It's
Okay.
a different production company in Los Angeles. This is the musical, not the opera. So I met him there, and then all of a sudden, um, Jana Blasa came back, want to come back to LA to meet me for lunch. Said, MJ, I want to have lunch with you. And then, MJ, can you please help me promote my bow tie couture? Um, you know what, MJ, to be honest with you, I cannot afford you at this time, but can you help me? But I told him, you know what? Yes, I'm going to help you. At that time, I didn't realize we have no money at that time. All I did, I connected him to the right people, sponsored the show. I met someone, connected him to the jeweler, which is $1.3 million. So that diamond went to the bow tie couture. And by the end of the show, that was the finale, the 1.3 million bow tie couture.
Oh.
So it's $1 million show.
Oh my
Ganon.
God. You put them together like a puzzle piece.
Yes.
It's just
So
yeah.
I am the conduit. If I did not say yes, hindi nangyari yon.
Yeah, you're right.
Because of the people that I know, we connected them, and the magic happens that way. So do not worry, do not underestimate someone na like that one. Jana Blaza was really like, he put the full trust in me, and I said, Jana Blaza, I said, I'm not promising, I don't have a lot of money, but let's see what we could do together.
Plus,
That's all I did.
He
Yeah,
asked you. He
collaboration
basically
of both.
he asked you. He
asked me.
he had the courage to ask you, even though he knows and said that I don't have anything to offer you, but can you help me out?
Yep. And I said yes because, I want to really help because I have some other people who can help. Then it all started like that, but it became $1 million show. So that was the
Grabe.
story
wow.
about that.
Alam ko talagang
Yep.
stay true to your dream and success will
galing.
follow.
Yeah, because do not
That
be
is
afraid.
so
I told
true.
you,
That
what
is
if
so
I have
true.
no money? How can I do this? Guess what? Look around you. That's why I'm very thankful to Dr. Tess and all the medias in Los Angeles for making that happen. That was my first ever Hollywood red carpet that I produced. So
Grabe. Alam mo ito isa sa mga sinabi mo, kasi ako lagi ko sinasabi kay Jcas to, tsaka kay Direk na, like, we're all angels for each other. So God will utilize each and every one of us to help you reach your dreams by becoming, an angel for this person. And eventually, you can be an angel for that person as well. So,
exactly.
kasi ako naniniwala ko dun eh. That's why whatever success that you reach in your life, you have to make sure that you learn how to share it as well, because it will come back to you tenfold, and that's what you're
Yeah,
doing.
you're right
Diba?
about that kasi
Yeah,
sabi niya he doesn't have any money, but guess what?
but look at
He's
what you
been
did.
providing my couture for 5 years now, and I don't buy
Exactly.
my couture for the red carpet. So yun ang deal ko sa kanya, and what he does is recommend me to my future clients for PR, paying clients, and I was like, oh my gosh, it's like all these blessings is coming back to you because you've helped that person.
Ang ganda ng tulungan ninyo, di ba?
Oo.
Hanggang ngayon.
And then, tsaka
Exactly.
are you the same
Yeah.
person also, MJ? Like, kasi ako, I'm a firm believer na if you will help, you're not even thinking that, oh, it will come back to me. It will come back to
No,
me. You
I
just help
wasn't
because you
thinking
want
that.
to. Yes.
I
you
wasn't
just want
thinking
to.
that you have that great intention because he trusted you. What can you do? But my response was, let's see what we could do, because in the industry you don't want to really promise, but if you really meet the right people at the right time, talagang it will create magic. It will create
It's
that
true.
success, the synergy. That's the word. Kasi no matter how talented you are, walang synergy yung collaboration nyo. There's no respect, there's no trust. Wala.
Exactly.
It's
The trust
the
has to
same
be
thing
there
in
as well.
the same thing in any industry. Yun yung napag-aralan ko sa Harvard. You have to trust. Mag-trust ka. Kung you're doubting someone to work with them, parang wala na. You killed your dream already. Hindi mo pa ano eh. Kasi ano yan eh, it's about trusting someone and respect. That's the reason why we probably still together and collaborating at I'm still his publicist kasi we are respecting my boundary. So no matter what people saying, hindi siya nakikinig sa other people.
Exactly.
Alright.
You take
Because-
the risk, you close your eyes, diba?
You believe
you
in,
just-
you believe in your partnership. You trust your partnership with
Exactly.
Exactly. Kasi
True,
yung naririnig niya, kung maniwala na siya doon, di wala na, nasira na yung friendship nyo. So, therefore, the lesson learned here is talagang dapat intact. What's really going on, dapat you trust one another, you respect one another. So, it's the same thing with the people that I work with, the people that I do PR with. Because as you know now, I have my own PR firm. I promote
I
celebrities.
know.
Yun pa?
Grabe.
Oh my God, ano
he
ba?
has his own PR firm as
Do you,
well.
do you still sleep?
I know.
I do when the dog is sleeping. I'm
Oh my
sleeping.
God. Depende pa sa dog.
When did you started this? Oh my God, 2 hours na pala tayo. Pasensya
Oh
na
my
po.
God.
Okay, sige, kwento mo muna. Pasensya na. Sige, before we, give us 20 minutes pa ha. Sorry. So,
Oh my gosh,
how did you-
unbelievable. It's 2
2
hours
hours.
already.
Ang sarap mong,
Oh
ang sarap
my
ng kwentuhan
Eh,
natin.
ang dami mong ginagawa
Ano
sa
po, ang
life
dami.
mo eh. Kulang pa nga eh.
Hindi,
Ano ka ba?
ito,
Exactly.
before
You know
mo-
what? You have to be happy. Dapat, you have to define happiness to yourself. Hindi dapat, you cannot be happy sa one thing. If you're happy of what you're doing, it will show the results. It's not gonna lie. Kasi,
Grabe, no? You always reinvent yourself.
Oo nga, tsaka ito pa. Speaking of
From
reinventing.
one thing to another, and
Reinventing
another.
and fashion. Yung shoe line mo, may sapatos ka pa. Ano ba yan?
Shoeline pa rin.
Saan naman
Pati
nanggaling yun?
shoeline.
Bigla-bigla nga, I want to make my own shoes.
oh my gosh, this is during pandemic kasi talagang I want my brain
Wow.
to in full capacity. Sabi ko, I don't care about the pandemic. So I told myself, you know what? I'm just gonna make myself busy. So nagre-research ako what to do. Kasi sabi ko, I love shoes. So I'm gonna design my own shoes. So I found this company. I submitted my design. Kasi meron silang parang there's an audition. I submitted my design. They like my design. They approve it. So it's available now. You can order my shoes. It's made in Italy.
Wow.
At saka, and I guaranteed the quality. If you're not happy, you can return it for free. So,
Anong name nga na shoe mo?
Emra shoes. I got it from my
Emra.
name. Parang J-Lo, Emra.
Parang J-Cast.
Parang J-Cast.
Parang ganon. Ganon.
Grabe.
Oh, yeah, that's a good one. That's a good name of the brand, J-Cast.
Yes.
Actually, that's the plan.
Yes, sir.
Bigyan mo nga ng
It's the plan.
mabilis.
It's the plan in this lifetime.
That he's been dreaming and
Well,
Well, let's
aiming.
meet. Let's have a private meeting. Let's not expose it here.
Exactly. JCast, yes. Di ba, actually,
Yeah. So yun,
na-mention ko sa yun, MJ eh. Sabi ko,
Parang
JCast,
my
help him.
creativeness talagang lumalabas kasi I'm not doing the recording. Parang lumabas yung pagka-creative ko. I'm lefty. According to the people, when you're lefty, you're creative.
Yes.
So ayun. And may bumili na rin. Si Miss O bumili and some doctor bought it. Kasi nga,
You just started. Yeah, I love
kasi
the...
the price nga medyo upscale yung price. It's $189 per pair.
Okay.
So,
At saka sneaker siya,
Yeah.
di ba?
Oo, I
yes.
love the design.
I like
Parang
the
soccer
colors.
siya.
Oo.
Yeah, parang ano lang, because I love green color, yung bang ano lang siya, very, casual lang. You can wear it sa maong or sa slacks or something
The
like
slacks.
that.
Oo, we've seen it. Sabi ni personal shopper pa nga nitong pandemic. Personal shopper daw,
Yeah.
magkwento. Ano yung
I'm
personal
telling
shopper?
you, I have so many racket. Kasi
Ay, nako.
I told you, I'm also a therapist by profession. Hindi ko nasabi sa inyo.
Oh my God! Pati there... Oh my
Eh,
God!
Oh,
susunod,
boy.
sa susunod pakilista ha, kasi I can't keep up anymore. Oh my God.
Grabe,
Hindi ko alam kung ano dito. You know what? sobrang pinapamangha mo kasi you know why? You're such a go-getter. You just go for it. Wala kang pakialam sa sasabihin ng iba, ng detractors
That's
mo.
true. Kaya
I'm gonna
ako
do it.
nabagay, sabi daw nga, nabagay ako sa Harvard dahil wala akong pakialam sa iba. Yun ang Harvard. Talagang, you want to be successful, you go get it.
Yeah.
Ganon yung,
That's it.
yung
Just
motto
close
ko.
your eyes and just be like,
Yeah. Anong pakialam ng iba? If they don't like you, just go for it. They're not gonna,
Yeah.
So, yeah, I am a therapist. I came from American corporate. I told you, nag-umpisa ako in Silicon Valley. Sabi ko, hindi ako mawawalan ng trabaho in America because I've done everything here in America.
oo.
Sabi nga ni
Yes,
Ate Pilar, sabi niya, hindi magugutom si MJ.
No.
Hindi talaga. Lahat na lang.
Oo nga.
Oy, Lali, kausapin mo to. Oh, Lali is, Amante is our dearest friend as well. Ganyan din yan. Marakit din yan. Sabi
Yeah,
nga
I
niya ni
do
Ate Pilar,
racket kasi as they say, para if you're not gonna be hungry at all, you have to have a 9 stream of income.
exactly. True, true,
yeah.
true.
Teka lang, meron ka pa bang hindi nagagawa na
I
balak
know,
mo
is there
gawin?
one thing na
Yung
wala sa
bucket
bucket list mo?
May bucket list mo
pwede
na
mong-
punong-puno
pwede mong
na
magdagdagan?
May space pa ba yan?
Is there one thing that you wish you
I'm
gagawin
planning
mo sa
to
future?
actually do a book. Yun na lang muna, yung
Okay.
book.
Book, okay.
Parang I want to share a piece of me na they don't really know yung mga struggle. Because what I shared tonight is just a glimpse of my life.
Looks like it.
Grabe, no?
We haven't even discussed yung personal mo, like how you are when you're not doing a vlog. Because I see you cook too, right?
Yeah.
Lahat
Ano
na
ako
nga
yun nga,
Nahuhuli
I'm
nga
a
ako
dog
dito.
daddy. I'm a dog daddy pag kasi this pandemic talaga you have to be creative. Kaya especially in America, kung magmumukmuk ka lang in your room, walang mangyayari sa So you have to be creative. So
Grabe.
luckily I have my podcasting and then I shop. I'm also a personal shopper.
I
So I
know,
shop
pati
with people.
personal shopper for celebrities or for
No, not for celebrities, for
Okay.
regular folks,
Paying
especially yung mga-
clients.
Yeah, tapos, paying clients, of course. Tapos, therapist ako. I became a corporate trainer for a billion-dollar company in the US about the spa. So, I'm in the wellness industry. I relax people. So, that's my job. I make sure that I certify people. I've been practicing that for almost 20 years. So, about 19 years. So, parang balance ako. Busy lifestyle, tapos I relax people, and then I have my PR. Kasi yung PR ko, meron akong employees. They're
Okay.
freelancer. I give them work. So
Oh, wow.
that's what I do. Yeah.
Jcas,
Ay, speaking
lagi
of-
kong sinasabi sa'yo to, your present situation is not your final destination.
I know that.
So, your final destination can
Bitch,
be...
bitch, you know it's not. Hindi ako papayag. Not in this lifetime.
Yeah. I
Oh
told you,
my
like
God.
according to Steve Harvey, you gotta jump. So you gotta jump now. Don't wait any longer.
I know.
So drink to that. Drink to that.
Oh my God, yes.
Oh my God, there's so... Ay, marami pa tayong magkakwentuhan sa... Magkaka-part 2 tayo. Pero
Oo
alam mo,
nga.
I want you and JCast also. I mean, of course, we're gonna have a collab. But I want you and JCast to collab because, trust me, JCast, ayan, may PR firm and he knows people.
I cannot believe it's 2 hours already. Oh my gosh.
Yes, 2 hours. Ay, sabi ni
Diba?
Lali Amante, I'd love to meet you in person. Gosh, I feel like we're tinadhana. Isama pa si Idol
boy.
Jessie, JCast, Sir Elton Lugay, Pilar Mitay.
Oh my
I salute
gosh.
you, Sir MJ. Naku naman, HBS is very, very expensive. Mine was only 2 weeks strategic marketing in HBS and it's $33,000. Yes, actually. Oh, you should meet Lali din. Lali is one of those raketera din.
Lali is a
Kaya
go-getter
nga,
We could
too.
work that out.
Go-getter.
33,000. I think that you can be famous on that money.
Oo. O, di ba?
Oo.
Sige. Mag-ano tayo. Yes, Lali, I hope you can visit us, no? Siguro pag nag-clear na ulit. Or, kasi Lali
You know
and
what?
oo.
I was just there in New York City after covering Miss Universe last December. I was in East Coast for a month. I was in Florida,
Sayang, no?
in Clearwater, and Orlando, and I was in Jersey City. That's where you live. My
Yes,
aunt lives
where I
in
live.
Jersey
Yes.
City, near
Oh my God.
the mall. I stayed there.
Newport Mall. Oh
Yes,
wow.
it's like 2 blocks away. I live there, and I stayed at my aunt's, and then I went to Uptown New York, and then guess what? I finally took the subway because sometimes I'm afraid.
Yeah.
Then I
Bali
covered
bali.
yep, I covered the ball drop. So it's a great
The ball
experience,
drop
but
in New York. I mean New Year's Eve.
Times Square, yeah, I was
Oh
there.
wow. Oh wow.
Then my highlights of this year is the Golden Globe. I attended as a guest, so I did not cover, but I was there as a guest, so it's amazing.
Oh wow. In January, right? Well, next
Last
year. It's still
last
everything
no
is still
no
uncertain.
it
This year.
happened early this year
Oh,
already.
Oh yeah, yeah, January, right?
yeah.
It was January.
Yeah.
But next year it's
So
still gonna be uncertain because
we
nobody
don't
knows
know
what's gonna
because
happen.
I am
Yeah.
going to interview Ruben and Janet very soon as well. I'm gonna
Yes.
know what's really going on in the industry at this point. Um, yep.
Grabe.
And wow, it's been two
Nakakatuwa.
hours.
I know.
You
Thank
know
you
what? You know what
so
they
much.
say
Thank you.
when you're having fun and
So much
the talk
fun,
is
and we're
great.
learning so much.
Time is very
I know.
fast.
Yeah, my sparkling pomegranate is
I
gone.
know.
So
Don't worry. Alam mo, ito, MJ, if you visit, of course, New York, again, if we visit you, if you visit us, you have like all the peeps, like Lali Amante, you should meet her as well. My,
definitely.
oh my
Oh,
God.
it
We have
says
like bunch of
Miss
friends.
Pilar. It
There's a
says there
perfect
Miss
timing.
Pilar.
Nothing is sayang. So the time is now.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oo. At pag uwi natin sa Pilipinas, imagine mo sa future, sabay-sabay tayo. We will celebrate with Miss Pilar Mateo, no? Te
Yeah,
Pilar, Miss
absolutely. I
P,
mean,
Ate Pilar, gigimik tayo. Yes. Sabi niya, uwi ka daw muna here, MJ.
Lalasingin natin si Ate Pilar.
Si Ate Pilar. Yes. I
No,
cannot
she's very,
believe it's
very
2 hours.
sweet. She's
Oh my
very
God.
sweet. Mabait
Sobra,
talaga,
sobra.
Miss P.
Yeah, she
Sobra.
is.
My God, MJ, thank you so much. Ang dami mong nakwento. Alam mo, ang dami naming natutunan. Tomorrow, during my break, I have to watch this again because, wow,
Oh boy.
like, we need to pick your brains. You know what? Because you're very kind and, to at least
Yes.
share your amazing story to us. And you're not just actually, you found a friend on us, right? Just like we found a
Yeah,
friend on you. Don't
definitely.
worry. Yes.
Absolutely. Because that's what I do now. I'm just gonna like share this to you. Some of my good friends now that I interviewed, Miss America 2001, and she's still my friend. Angela Perez Baracchio Gray.
Yes.
Yep.
Oh,
So it's
wow.
like we kept in touch, and that's the way it is. It's not just one time thing. It's gonna be a lifetime.
Exactly. We
Yeah.
need to, like chill. And saka alam mo, imagine rubbing elbows with this, not just celebrities, all this, people with inspiring stories, diba? Parang, for me, it's, what else can you ask for, diba? Like,
Yes,
God gave you this.
siguro, yeah.
Oh, oh.
Those are like the highlights kasi, you're really, sometimes when you act like a fan, you're gonna be wondering, wow, that's amazing. Like I had experience with David Guetta. I was watching his concert in front. I was covering the event, so that was kind of. And then Selena
I love.
Gomez.
And
Yeah.
Selena
So I did.
Gomez,
Yeah, I
wow.
did PR for Selena, Ed Sheeran, Britney Spears, Mariah Carey, all of those. I did PR on those. Yeah.
Grabe. Wala, ano na. Kaya nga sige, JCAS and MJ, we need to, to have a separate chit
Yeah.
chat.
I mean,
Oo,
JCast.
tayo
That sounds
naman.
like a brand.
I know,
JCast.
right? Tamo, nalaman niya agad, JCAS. It's
He
a
knows
brand.
he knows already. Alam niya agad.
Yes, and JCAS,
Yeah.
send MJ your portfolio. Mapapagano ka talaga.
Yeah.
Ang
Can
galing.
we talk after this a little bit? I just want
Oh,
to
yes.
talk
Yes.
to JCast a little bit after
Oh
this
yes,
live
yes, yes, definitely,
broadcast.
definitely. You should see his creation. Ayan, Jcas, oh. Naku, baka mapunta ka
Hi.
naman sa akin.
Well,
Anyways,
I
oh,
just want to
yes,
take this opportunity.
yes,
My season 13 of Blog Talk with MJ Racadio will be with my segment called Blog Talk Hollywood. It's already on iTunes and Spotify. You can check it out, all you guys, on November 15th. So that's my season 13 kickoff episode. And aside from that, I have so many segments like Blog Talk Fashion, Blog Talk Wellness, Blog Talk Travel, and Blog Talk Music, and That's basically it. And also, if you haven't followed me on my social media, you can go ahead and do so. I'm on Instagram at MJ Racadio the blogger, Twitter at MJ Racadio, and also my Facebook.
My God, sa lahat na, PR firm, lahat na. My God, sabi ni Lali, what about Lali Amante po? Brandon ba po ba? Tumigil ka nga dyan. Oo nga, pag-usapan
Yeah,
natin
I
yan.
want to
Sige.
shout out. Actually, I want to shout out to my communication manager, Gregory Roberts from Savannah, Georgia, and also my marketing manager. I want to say hi to Micah De La Cruz, and of course, my publicist writer, Miss Pilar Mateo, or Miss P. Thank you
Hi,
so
Miss
much.
P.
Yes,
Ako,
for
love
all
na
your
love namin
love
yan.
and support during this pandemic.
Yes,
You're
in
such an
Elton.
amazing individual. Yes,
Oh
and
my
of
God.
course, I want to take this opportunity to thank the outstanding Filipinos in America Awards 2020, or
Yes.
TOFA, for
Yes.
including me and recognizing, pioneering the list. And I really, really appreciate that, Elton, and the rest of TOFA's committee or board member. Yep. I really, really applauded you guys. Such an honor and privilege to be part of that list. I am forever grateful, Elton.
Yes, thank you, Elton. And
Thank
we are
you.
grateful as well, diba? Kasi
Yes,
we've
of
only
course.
started 7 months and he included,
Thank you for
yeah,
the
TOFA
recognition
included,
as well.
yeah, included over a glass or two. Thank you. We are blessed, diba? For meeting each
Yeah,
other.
congrats, guys.
Yeah, right? Like God, we cannot, ako, masasabi ko parang, this is not an accident, you know? There's a reason why God made sure that our path have crossed. It's because there's a purpose. So, thank you so much. Thank you so much for everything, for sharing your story, for giving
Definitely, it's such a
everyone,
pleasure.
yes, sobra. Napaka-inspiring ng story mo. And I hope maraming natutunan yung ating special,
Yeah, the
ating mga
vacuuming and
viewers.
those are good. You know, by sharing those, it really builds character and makes you really strong. Especially you're here in the America, talagang you have to work hard.
Yes, exactly.
Oo.
Oh my God. Okay, JCast, close our podcast for tonight.
Oh my
Okay,
God.
thank you,
What can I
MJ.
say? What can I
know.
say? It's been an overflowing and very inspiring night and morning, you know. Thank to everyone who's listening and eavesdropping on our conversation. Guys, don't forget to share this video. And of
Yes.
course, to like and follow us on OAGOT Over a Glass or Two in Facebook, in Twitter, in Instagram, and also subscribe to us in OAGOT in YouTube. And of course, the fabulous Mr. MJ Racadio. We can't
Yes.
thank you enough. Thank you for
Thank
Thank
sharing.
you.
Thank you for sharing just probably the tip of the iceberg of your life.
I know, just the tip.
Yes.
Tip lang
Yes.
yan. Tip
I am
lang yan. Yes.
I am so I'm so what do you call this? I'm inspired by you. You know, I
Big
hope
time.
I hope everybody's listening right now would be inspired as well. Because you know what? Thank you for being aggressive. Thank you for doing.
Yes.
Thank you for knowing who you are. Thank you
Yes.
for
Exactly.
thank you for not listening to the detractors and just doing you and you know your niche. This is my vision.
Ay, Diyos ko, yan ang New York. Yan ang New York.
Thank you.
Nasa
That's
New
a-
York kasi
do-
siya.
do- kanina pa yung may dragster dyan, eh. Habulin ko siya mamaya. Okay. Anyway, what I'm saying is thank you for everything that you do for the Filipino community and just just being you and being inspirational to everyone. Okay.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Yes. My
And
pleasure.
and of course, guys, let's and of course because we're all inspired for tonight, let's make a toast, guys. Again, thank you for a wonderful more night.
you.
Amidst
Thank
the
you, Ate
pandemic,
Tita.
let's find ways to be happy. You know,
Yes.
let's uplift each other up
Yes.
and let's talk about it over
Over a glass,
or two.
Or two.
Thank you, MJ. Thank you,
Thank you,
love
MJ.
Ate Pilar. I love you. Thank
Love
you.
you, love you, guys.
listening.
We love you. We love you
MJ
guys.
to us. Mwah.
Yep,
Bye.
this is a